Good morning, and welcome to the late night conversation, Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep as we continue to forge ahead and as our campaign to our exit from Nigeria also continue into towards the end of the month of May. It is the 29th day of the month of May 2025. And looking at my time, is 2 minutes past 2 a.m. in the morning. Moki Bubuakwe Ekaro Ekabosi, the live discussion as Yoruban Nation continue, and as we continue our quest and our right to self-determination. We are not giving up and we are not looking back. We remain focused as we wait patiently for more updates and as we continue the campaign. Moki Bubuakwe, a very good morning. Let's us adjust this camera so that my eyes can be seen properly, and hopefully everybody can see us as well. Mokiwa, be ashamed, mobilize. Let us make sure that we are not leaving anything untouched. Kuwasibashife mobilized, though, we will still need a lot of campaign to go on quietly as we push towards our exit from this contraction to British created in 1914. So that is what we're going to be discussing this morning. Mokiwa Lenkonse Karo Ekabosi Orikoniwati and Kweni Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Yoruban Nation, the solution to our problem. There is no other solution that we have that is troubling us. Trouble exist in Nigeria. The more we are existing in Nigeria, the more we are not likely to achieve our goals as people. So that is reason why we are doing what we are doing. That is the reason why we are campaigning, and that is the reason why we continue to push so that key alini freedom wa key alegba independent country wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìrànmọ́ládé àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà. A lot of people are giving up. A lot of people are also worried. It is bound to happen. But one thing is, we have great leaders and they are working around the clock, day and night. Can assure us that the leaders of this movement are not sleeping. They are doing everything, within the little resources that they have. Let's make sure we move our people, our indigenous Yoruba people, out of Nigeria. It's not a tax that the politician wants, and that means there is going to be many challenges fún àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí Yorùbá kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. So those challenges are not something that we can tell you because those challenges will be kept among our leaders. So mo kí gbogbo wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí as everybody continue to wait patiently, for Baba Kitoye. But one thing is, are you one of those that is already giving up? Are you one of those Shojela Ramonti Otin give up? Abi Oti give up? Which one are you? Where do you stand? That is the question that many of us ask ourselves. I know where I stand. I want an independent country, far away from the contraction to Britain create. Is that the same thing that fair, Abi, fair, but you want to make a decision on behalf of our leader? Kinshi leader, we have capable leader, and these leaders knows exactly what they are doing. Our followers, we cannot be leader when we already have our leaders. Who are the leaders? Professor Adebanji Akitoye, the national leader of the Yoruba Self-Determination Campaign. Under him, we have many other strong leaders. Tojobiri, Tojokunrin. We have the deputies. We have the body. We have groups. And we have many things that are working, against it as well. Most importantly, the Yoruba politicians. They are against that Yoruba nation becomes an independent country. But at the appropriate time, I can assure you that it will be very difficult for them, to stop what Baba Akintoye had in plan. Kini plan Baba Akintoye? Baba Akintoye fẹ́ kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. The plan of the politician is that they want us to remain in one Nigeria. So now we are facing two obstacles. The politicians and our kings, they are working against Ki Yoruba ko dá dúró. But before we go further into the broadcast this morning, many have been waiting for broadcast, but I can see that all medias are working around the clock. Kudos to the Yoruba World Media, kudos to all the independent media, and those that there's still a lot of consultation that I'm aware of. Mukibabawa, Dr. Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, we are in communication constantly. He's working around the clock. There are a lot of amendments that are working behind the scene that is not for the public consumption, but I'm aware of. Muki Babawa Emola, we spoke yesterday. Muki Shola Kobodoku, we spoke. Muki Ajagun, Muki Multifaith, Muki Yonka, Muki Ifelodun, and many other groups, Ilano Moldua. But the question in the lips of many Yoruba people this morning is, when is the rally? Rally Yimbo. This is a question that even toward the federal government, they are asking themselves. As the federal government is waiting, the international community are waiting, and millions of Yoruba people are waiting around the world. But one thing is, Baba Akintoye said, I quote, Omawa biole loruni, and that's exactly what is going to happen. Omawa biole loru. So then our own job is just to continue to mobilize. That's all we need to do right now. We mobilize our people and we prepare them for the exit day. We all sit back and wait. That is not our job. Our job is to continue to mobilize, because could see another option. I've listened to many groups, many people keep sending me messages. Koiki, and one thing we need to understand is that we must continue to mobilize until the D-Day. That's all, because the enemies are watching. And we cannot be 100% ready. But one thing is, we will continue to highlight many reasons why Nigeria is a failed country. That is number one. And many million reasons why Yoruba needs to become an independent country. With you as a Yoruba person or without you. Election in Nigeria will not happen in 2027. The doomsday for Nigeria is getting closer. The politician knows that. They do not want Tinubu to come back in 2027. Tinubu wants to go back in 2027, and Nigeria is imminent to war. So we would exit. Baba Akintoye would do whatever it needs to do without the politicians and our kings, and edge further so that Yoruba, Kole Daduro, so that we can become a full independent country. How is the question that many people want to know, and that remains something that Baba Akintoye will keep to himself. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ìbí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlẹ́rì. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé Bati beru la bomo. Kashishe, 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 kajola. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́ ká máa lépa. Ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. And that is different from the fraudulent national anthem that never united us in the last 65 years that we have wasted too much energy reciting. Good morning and welcome once again. Kosibeshe, the Wasori platform again. This is a platform that will keep your spirit high. No matter what you are feeling, whether you are feeling down, whether you are concerned, whether you are worried, I can assure you that I am in the back end and everything is going on as planned. That's all you need to know. But tó bá lọ sí platform tí ó bá ti fún ẹ ní ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì, I cannot help you because that means pé follow protocol àwọn leaders wa. Instruction is the only solution to problems. But Yoruba want to have many instructions from those that are not going to give you that instruction. Who are we waiting for? We wait for Babakitoye. Doesn't matter how long it will take him. He is the leader. That is a leader. Tinubu kì í ṣe leader wa because ìparun ni Tinubu wa by taking us into this contraction called Nigeria. And he has nothing to offer us in Nigeria. Kakabe, ofiko lọ sínú ìparun. Who is the leader? Oloye Omadeyemo is the leader. And many of you, no matter how you cry, no matter your pain, he is also going through the same pain. He's been in exile for the last 3 years. Go mobbing konshiri money nulie ni businesses. So Shefele Sokwewa in a hurry to Loye Gbowoni. And many of you will not be able to push further, even if you dare want to, without Igbowo. You can't. Because in any battle, you need somebody that has what it takes to lead the battle. Ìyẹn la máa wá láwọn ọmọ ogun lẹ́yìn tó máa wá ràn lọ́wọ́. Òun náà sọ pé òun lè dá ṣe, but you cannot lead the battle. If you wanted to lead the battle, we would have seen many of you would have been out there in the last 3 years that Igboho has been in exile. So that means we will be patient to wait for Igboho and Babakitoye. Who is the leader? Kayode Emola, the diaspora deputy of the YSDM, is the leader. We will wait patiently as they continue to mobilize under the YSDM to make sure that everybody has at least the little resources to help us. They will not give you all the full 100% because we don't have the capacity. But with the talent of these individuals, they are ready to move the movement to the next stage. Who is the home leader? George Akinola. No matter what you say, he is in Nigeria, in Yorubaland. He's been in the struggle with us for a very long time. We would have to wait as they continue to walk around the clock. Many things you don't need to know because Konshe Movie and Act. We cannot give our enemies everything so that they can go and wait for us so that they can attack us and ambush and kill you. So you will wait for George Akinola as we are waiting for the YSDM that is ready to give us the go-ahead under the leadership of Baba Akintoye. So not all your grumbling will help the movement. Kilo shele. No, you remain focused as a foot soldier. We are the foot soldier. Our gongon a foot soldier that are waiting for that call. Koishe ariwo oja. You cannot lead the movement when we have the capable hands that want to lead it. We wait for all the medias that are now working simultaneously to give us the go-ahead. Koikimedia, look at my Yoruba Nation rally tibere. Yoruba Nation ti was declared. No, this will be the unification, the unity of all the medias and those that probably you might not even know. There are a lot of work going on behind the scene. But one thing is, we cannot be fully prepared, but we will still forge ahead with them or without them. And you are still welcome to prepare for our exit, because we're going to exit Nigeria. I can assure you that. I am still in Africa. And even as I remain in Africa, there's a lot of pressure for me to return back to UK right now. But that pressure cannot be as important as the clearing call to help our people and myself to exit this contraction to Britain create. So if you're one of those that are mourning in your group, mourning in your bedroom, in diaspora, mourning at home in the homeland, that Kilo Shele, you have to wait for our leaders, because you are not the leader. Leader as well. These are capable hands that we have already been able to work with in the last 5 years. There will be a lot of surprises, and those surprises is what people want to know, but we cannot give you those surprises. So when you listen to my own platform, it's different from other platforms, because I am here to encourage us that our focus point is after exit Nigeria. It is as simple as that, nothing less, nothing more. We don't want to be part of this contraction, don't we, Nigeria? It has done a lot of damage in our lives, and we don't want to have anything to do with it again. But the enemies, the politicians that are representing us in Nigeria today, are also preparing whatever they can prepare. It doesn't matter. No matter how strong they are, no matter how much money they have, Nigeria will break on their head. So our focus point as we continue to wait is that Ama exit Nigeria. When is the question that millions of people wants to know. How prepared are we? We will not be fully prepared, but we will still go ahead. No. No. Ìdí yẹn gan lẹ́yìn fẹ́ mọ̀, ìdí yẹn la lè review fún yín, because kò ṣe ẹnìkan lẹ́ ń wò wá, kò dẹ̀ ṣe ẹnìkan lẹ́ ń gbọ́ wá, àná ẹnìkan kọ́ lẹ́jọ́ wà nínú group. Britain is watching, monitoring everything closely. That is all I can tell you. We are not scared of any one of them. We are not scared of any countries around the globe as we speak this morning. I can tell you that. Baba Akintoye is not worried about them. Neither is he scared about anybody. Igboho is not concerned. Neither is Emola worried, or George Akinola. Neither is Iyajagun multi-faith. Whether it's Kubodoku, whether it's Ifelodun Apapo with their strong leadership that are preparing us for our exit, whether it is Ilana, Omodua, US that are working around the clock, doing a lot of consultation on our behalf, engaging those that we might not be able to reach in the US, as Canada, Illinois is walking around the clock. As Ogun State, Ekiti, Ondo, we are all in communication with different peoples and they are walking around the clock. Traveling is happening crossed by, I will not tell you from what point to one point, because that is what you want to know. Kish movie. Netflix. This is a real event that is going to change millions of lives, and we cannot reveal too much. I just woke up after an early to bed. But I know many of you just want us to come out and say, Rally Tibere. It will come as a thief in the night. But while we are waiting, we would not stop campaigning and creating the reasons from whether we like it or not, kò sí solution mọ́ láàrin àwa àti Nigeria. Bó bá wọn Tinubu kó gbọ́, the letter has already reached it. Bó bá wọn kó má gbọ́, he does not own us. We are not his slave. Those that wants to be the slave to Tinubu can continue to be the slave. He's a human being. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló ràn lára ẹ̀. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ ràn lára tèmi ló ràn lára tiẹ̀. He's just privileged that Elédùmarè fún ní position here, and he has not used it for the purpose of Yoruba people. That means he failed. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa ṣèdájọ́ fún. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé ìkà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe fún Tinubu tó fi di pé ó débi tó dé léde tó wá go court as millions of people continue to go into starvation in Yorubaland. He has nothing to offer anybody, so we are not waiting for him in 2027. Because our criminal, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, àwọn olè politicians, kò yàtọ̀ sóhun, kò yàtọ̀ sóhun náà, kò yàtọ̀ sí wọn. Tinubu is the same thing with them. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ojú ń kán millions of people as well. But we wait for our leaders. Ìyẹn ló ṣe pé wọ́n ní leader that are capable. You are not capable more than Baba Akintoye. Kò sí advice lè fi fún mi pé kí n lọ sọ fún Baba Akintoye. Baba Akintoye knows all those advice. When Baba Akintoye called me yesterday, he asked for two things yesterday simultaneously. One of the things he said to me was he was watching one of my videos and he was hearing me talking about Najatu. And Baba Akintoye ní kí n send article yẹn sáwọn tí Najatu, the prostitute Fulani woman, tó fi attack ọmọ wa, bàbá wa, ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, the general that nobody has the capability as of today. Kò ń ṣe pé àwọn èèyàn sí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, but when we talk about akọni ọmọkùnrin, òun ni Sunday Igboho, it's not about Ogun. Èèyàn lè lóògùn kó má jẹ́ fún. Àìmọye yìí tẹ́tí ṣògùn nísìn tẹ́tí múra sílẹ̀, but ẹlòmíràn mọ tó tún fi sára tó ń pè ní kíyàn wà bold. Boldness is bigger than having anything in your body. Yes, it is good to protect and fortify yourself, but about fortify are about bold, you will still die before you get to the battlefield. So when people see Igboho all the time, they think it's because he has one day's Ogun Kontoni. No. Igboho boldness is the reason why the whole of Africa knows that there will be a change for the lives of millions of Yoruba people. Konche Nigeria and economic change. The whole of Africa continent will change. Because when Yoruba becomes an independent country, it will bring a peace between us and Benin Republic, Togo, Sierra Leone, Libya, all the way to many other African countries that will benefit. So tó bá rò pé bóyá ìjà kan tí Igboho gbé dání àti Baba Akintoye ìjà Nàìjíríà ni, ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So when Baba Akintoye called me yesterday, he requested that I send him that article so that he can go through it quickly. This is what they call a leader. It might have taken his time for him to have seen my broadcast, because Baba is 90 years old, but he's still sitting down watching a lot of broadcasts, as not just myself, but all others. And when I sent that to him, I got a call back again from him that this message of Najatu, Baba ti response in January, èmi gan ti gbàgbé. I myself forgot that Baba responded to all the Fulanis to stop attacking Igboho. But wọ́n gbọ́ràn because animals ni wọ́n, ẹranko ayé àtọ̀run làwọn yẹn. And ìdí tí a ṣe ń sọ fáwọn yẹn wá pé a lè jọ ṣe pẹ̀lú wọn. Àjọṣepọ̀ àwa àti Fúlàní ò lè work. But àwọn olóṣèlú àtàwọn ọba tó fẹ́ bá wọn ṣe àti fún gbogbo wọn ní ìtàn pè ní final warning. Àní tó dẹ̀ máa kàn ní sí ni pé kán máa múra sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó máa jáde ní àsìkò tí bàbá wa máa announce. Tó bá wá lè dúró fún bàbá wa kó fi announce, I'm sure ó máa láti dúró náà ni because he is the capable man, Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the man that have seen it all. Kó tó farẹ̀ síta pé òun máa lead wa. Àwọn tó kù tó jẹ́ kó lead wa gbogbo wọn dákẹ́ látara pé inú Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ń ṣọlá lọ ti ń ṣọrọ̀ ajé tó wá ń dì sí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé ká lọ máa dìbò 2027 ká lọ dìbò 2023 2015 tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò lè mú àṣeyọrí kankan sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. When Baba returned my message, I will read what he wrote in January. Láti fi warn àwọn Fúlàní against Olóyè Igboho. This was in January this year. That shows that this man knows that the attack on Yoruba people, kò ń ṣe Fúlàní Nàìjíríà nìkan ló fẹ́ wá attack wa. We are capable. We are strong. Fúlàní ò ever defeat ilẹ̀ Yorùbá rí. Yes, what is ṣe jàǹbá tó pọ̀ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ń ṣe lénìí. It has been going on since 18th centuries, 17th centuries. Because 18th century ni Fulani gba Hausa kingdom, 1806 precisely. And as we forge further, no matter how our differences will be in this movement, nobody pray for the death of anybody. But ìgbà kan máa wà, tájọ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ union, tájọ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ movement as we have done. And sometimes our path will also be different. Because that is the intention of people like Tinubu and many criminal politicians like himself. Iṣẹ́ tó mọ̀ ṣe nìyẹn, divide and rule. Kódà wọ́n sọ gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní tí ẹgbẹ́ kan bá ń bẹ tó ń flourish nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹgbẹ́ yẹn máa pín sí mẹ́ta. Tinubu mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. So the division that came into Yoruba nation today, Tinubu mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. I don't have to give him the accolade of presidency. But ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń bẹ láre níjọ́ kan ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn máa gbẹ ó dẹ̀ máa kú. Bí a ní 30 years, àwọn kan ní even it might not be that strong. Níbo ni bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ wà? He left us after many years on this earth. Tinubu will also leave. But if we eventually forge as we're doing and Yoruba become an independent country, good generation Tinubu Pata will never be forgiven because he had all the privilege Elédùmarè fún nísìn, but ó fẹ́ abuse it against Yoruba people. So ilẹ̀ tó dúró lé lórí yẹn, I know he's currently in Lagos. Even ó ní àwọn èèyàn lára bó ṣe wà nílé nísìn. People prefer him to be in Abuja because the whole road is blocked. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di King Kong. Níbo ni Pharaoh wà lẹ́nu? Ó padà parun náà ni. Tinubu máa parun náà ni. Kò ń ṣépè. Torí pé in tí ó ń fi Yorùbá ṣe lénìí, tí Yorùbá fi ń sunkún, gbogbo ẹkún tá à ń sun lénìí ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, gbogbo generation Tinubu máa sunkún yẹn. Àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, they will cry. Because kò need it 2 terms láti divide Nigeria. Ó fẹ́ fi ẹ̀mí tiwa sínú ewu ni a lè ní accepted. No matter what they prepare for themselves, the least thing that will happen is Nigeria will still divide and Tinubu will run into exile and Yoruba will take control of their land. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá dé attack Yoruba will also be attacked and they will all be killed. Ikú máa pa gbogbo wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. So we are forging ahead. It's not just the rally. The rally wants to give us something. That is all. Kí ló fẹ́ fún wa an independent country. But the plan is that they want to know the next move, the next move. Only that move will come from Baba Akintoye. But Baba Akintoye responded. I have the article written in January 12. That shows that this is a man that have seen things before we see it. Najatu share response to Oloye Igboho. But Baba Akintoye response to Igboho Fulani in January. As I read that article again, just for record purpose. We've done it before in January this year, which is just about 5 months ago, because we are still in the 5th month. I know today is 29. And you will job, Baba Akintoye prepare for the future Ojo, Koishojo, the name you prepare for. So all your grumbling in your groups is not what you should be doing now. We should continue to mobilize ourselves across Yorubaland. Kali Jekishe, Kule Ni, Ashiyori, because independent country, La Fegba Nisi, is not just a rally. Rally will lead us to our country. That is what they've told us. So that means we will become an independent country. So we want to stop for Emabo. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ múra sílẹ̀. Ìmúra yẹn ó sì máa continue on until the announcement will come. I don't know when the announcement will come. But the only one that knows is Baba Akintoye. And we will give him all the accolades to continue as he is doing with Igboho and the rest of the group and the executives. But we would wait for them. That's all I can tell you tonight, this morning, this evening, depending on what time and when you're going to watch this broadcast. I am waiting as you are waiting. I have pressing things that I should have done in the UK. But like I said, I appreciate that you didn't pay me. And I just want to put it on record. I love when people call me and say, Koiki, no matter what, stop using the word that going back to UK means nothing to you. Let me repeat it again. I mean every word that I say. If leaving UK finally for this struggle, yes, I am ready to do so. That will not stop my children from finding me at the appropriate time. They have what it takes to travel out of the UK. They are not restricted like I have been restricted for 15 years. Owó ni kò máa need láti fi ra ticket fún wọn. Tí bá fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ mi wá bá mi níbi tí mo wà, màá lọ́wọ́ owó ni, and they will fly down and they will come to me. So when I sit here and I say that I don't have no business anymore in the UK, I mean it. But I didn't pay me more because I received a call from someone. And I understand how they feel. That only 5% of our people are ready to fight because Ama Jafik Bakinini goes that 95% are not ready to fight. Yes, I would rather go with the 5% to save the 95%. Because I can't blame them. So for that call that came through yesterday, I'm grateful. I am not here to knock you down, but I still stand with my words. I have lived in the UK for the last 20-something years. 1998 in Mowa, UK, September. Gatwick Airport with visa. I have seen it all there. I have enjoyed it. And if I have no reason to return back because of Yoruba nation, so be it. Whether I give them money or not, they will still manage with their life, with the government, and my wife that is working. Why do I manage? It didn't know about any mama for supporting from here. until tí Yorùbá yìí máa fi débi tó ń lọ. Tá bá débi tó ń lọ, then I will pull my sleeves together and I'll start doing what I need to do to earn my own income. So I am not doing this because I want to say it. I am doing this because I mean every word that I've said from the day one. And I don't want us to have this at the back of our mind, whether you are in the homeland or in the diaspora. We are nijai to that point ready, or it is not worth it, because that is what I am seeing and I'm hearing from that kind of call. We show what because of your children. Ìlú òyìnbó tó yẹ pé táwọn ọmọ bá ti pé 16 gan, wọ́n máa abandon ẹ̀ sínú ilé. Tó bá ti ń pé 18, they will leave you and they will start their lives. You will end up being lonely. Ìwọ àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ṣì wà together, àìmọye ọkọ àti ìyàwó tó ti bára wọn jà ní UK labroad yẹn. Abroad is not for ọmọ kékeré. Gbogbo àwọn tó dé lánàá nísìn pẹ̀lú ọkọ àti ìyàwó, gbogbo wọn ti fọ́gi mọ́ra wọn lórí. So fúnra wa to have still remained in a peaceful home is not an easy task. Kàmá ìtẹ̀tí wa sọ ọkọ tó tún wá gbé ẹrù tó gbé dórí. Ó lè ti wó ilé ti lè bàjẹ́. Bàdúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run that we are still able to keep my family together. So I am not doing this because of anything. I am doing it because I want also my people to be free, just like those that have lived in the UK or those that are the citizens of British and Germany and France that have been free. I am not doing it to satisfy anybody, because it don't come in anybody. Ṣáwọn tá ń bá àwọn tá ń torí ẹ̀sọ́ tọ́jọ́ tí wọ́n nílà ká ìtẹ́ orí wọn orí bí chicken brain. Àwọn yẹn kọ́. Àwọn tó mọ left from their right. Èmi tèmi ti mọ left from my right ni mo mọ̀ pé ayé wọn dá níbi tó wà. So we have to rescue them. So even if it's 5%, from what the caller said to me, but only 5% are ready for the fight. I think 5% can still save the 95%. Tàbá wà focused, tàdé wà distracted. Torí gbogbo àwọn tó ń pariwo pé ká jáde ní sí, kò ń ṣe gbogbo wọn lọ́láyà. Ẹlòmíì kàn fi mọ̀ bóyá ó fẹ́ jáde bí ọ̀hún ní jáde. But ìwọ kọ́ ló máa sọ fún bàbá Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho, because ìwọ kọ́ ni action man yẹn. Tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé action man yẹn tó lè ṣe, bọ́ síta láàárọ̀ la kó lọ dánwò pẹ̀lú gbogbo tó gbé sára. Wà wá rí pé kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ògùn nìkan. Tó bá mọ̀ pé ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀, mo challenge ẹ̀. Ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀, mo mọ̀. That is why we have to wait for our leaders. No matter how you might be feeling this morning, you will wait for them. Tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó lè wait for wọn, then you have fẹ́ padà síbi iṣẹ́ wo lẹ̀ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, kò síṣẹ́ kankan nínú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ má fi gbogbo ṣe. What we have done is that ẹni tó fẹ́ lọ jagun fi excuses sílẹ̀ all the time. You don't leave excuses because the country is gone. Determination la fẹ́ fi gbà. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ lọ ṣògùn, ẹ lọ bògùn. Yes, all these will help us. But it's our determination and our strength la máa fi gba Yorùbá nation. Ó máa wà declare. Because rally, tó bá sọ fún wa pé a máa gba country wa, bí a máa declare ni o, bí a kìíní kan ni o, ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ mọ̀ the next move. Like I said, I don't know. But what I know is that rally, ọ̀rọ̀ rally nìkan kọ́ ló wà lórí table. Ṣé rally la máa ṣe títí forever ni? A kàn máa jáde fún rally. I listen to many of you, but like I said, we should not lose focus. Àtẹ̀yìntẹ̀ one day diaspora àtẹ̀ nkanjú. Tó bá dẹ̀ nkanjú ẹ máa bọ̀ lé ẹra tíkẹ̀kẹ́ máa bọ̀ kẹ́ bá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa náà. Yìí náà fi ṣe yín sílẹ̀ náà. It's two ways around it. It's either you wait when the call will be called, and then we all move together. But one thing is, we will not allow anybody to distract us. Àwa la máa distract àwọn. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé Ìgbòho ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ kó má múṣẹ. But wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bí Ìgbòho ṣe fẹ́ rìnrìn àjò yẹn. Wọ́n rò pé 2021 ni. Mo sọ fún yín pé léyìn oṣù 2021 mọ̀. The game has changed on them. We now have been able to walk back and look at where was the mistake. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2021? What led to Igboho's attack in his homeland? Because homeland ẹ̀ lọ́ ti attack ẹ̀. ṣe máa lọ attack ní Germany nísìn ẹ lọ bá ní Germany kẹ́ lọ attack pé torí pé wọ́n pè fún rally bí ẹ kò ń ṣe right ẹ̀ bí ẹ máa wá attack bàbá Akíntóyè ní Kútọ́nù bí ẹ máa wá attack mi níbi tí mo wà or ẹ máa attack àwọn èèyàn wa. At least we are not homeland right now. We are more or less like people that are in exile. Exile in Minawa. Some of you don't know that. I'm currently in exile. I cannot return back to my homeland because we are in this movement. Does that worry me? No. Tinubu fún ààrẹ ti wà ní exile kó tó máa ṣe tó ń ṣe. So what is going to change now is that Tinubu will leave that Nigeria for Yorubaland to come to be. Because nígbà tó wà ní exile, it was the military dictator ló wà lórí ìjọba. Abacha ló wà lórí oyè nígbà tí Tinubu wà ní UK during the Nadeco. But something happened ló fi yẹ kí Tinubu padà. Nǹkan kan náà ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà máa fi dìde táwọn fi gba country yẹn. Because kò tún ní sí ibi kankan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó máa pè ní Nàìjíríà very soon again. That is where we're going. But the politician wants to use Nigeria to enrich and deceive millions of Yoruba people. And that is where we have challenged them. They know that. We have told them everything that they need to know. The next move is what they are waiting for. It's a game of chess. Monise into jeki Tinubu pada sí Nigeria ni pé the late Abacha that died. So in kokono ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Tí Yorùbá tá ń pariwo kó máa dé ilẹ̀ Oòduà máa dé ló máa fi dé. And that's a fact. So history is always there, and we will go through the letter from where we stop with Baba Akíntóyè to Tinubu. That tó bá rò pé n tó ń ṣe kò tí ṣẹlẹ̀ rí, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀. And the beautiful example of it was Yugoslavia. So Tinubu rò pé kò tí ṣẹlẹ̀ rí, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀. They warned the leader of Yugoslavia, Níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. They told them everything. That country has come to expiration. Owó ọ̀gbọ́ràn. So Tinubu náà ṣe ń rò pé bí àwọn fi mọ́tò gbóhùn lọ gbé gbàgbà nísìn. Tán fi convoy 50, tán fi move káàkiri. Those cannot rescue him in the hands of the Fulanis. The Fulani means every business, every word. Lórí ẹ̀. Ẹni tí ẹ gan kò safe. Because I don't know why a government is moving with 50 convoy. UK, the Prime Minister moved with only 4 cars. I see it all the time. 2 bikes in the front, the Range Rover, sometimes Jaguar. And there's another car, and there's another car, and they stop for traffic lights. Because what they build ìlú wọn débi pé kéèyàn tó fẹ́ wá náà fẹ́ attack Prime Minister àwọn tí mọ̀. But because Tinubu ò mọ̀ bí tó ti fẹ́ attack ẹ̀, ṣọ́rọ̀ pé bóun ṣe ń gbé convoy yẹn tó bá yin grenade ẹyọ kan, ó máa take out gbogbo vehicle tó ń gbé yẹn, and eventually he will die. Kò ń ṣe fìrìgbọ̀n la fi ń ṣe kan. Mo ní ẹni tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ló fi ṣílẹ̀kùn. Ìgbòho ló ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, kò tí ì sí bàbá ńlá ẹni tó lè náà ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n tẹ̀lé mọ bó ṣe fi ṣílẹ̀kùn yẹn. Ọlọ́run nìkan lè ló máa protect ẹ̀, ló máa guide ẹ̀. Àwa táwa wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, a máa lọ ní sùúrù torí pé ó lè lọ fi ìrìgbọ̀n jáde nísìn, sójà máa yìnbọn pa ẹ́. Tó bá tẹ̀ wá yìnbọn torí pé ó ní nǹkan lára. Ṣé wọ́n nìkan lè handle ilẹ̀ Yorùbá with your own strength torí kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ẹ́? Ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé ibi tí wọ́n wà yẹn ẹ máa lọ rúbọ níbẹ̀, ẹ máa lọ bọ Ògún kẹ́ bọ Ọ̀ṣun. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ ń ṣe, I've seen a lot of videos that have been sent to me. We don't put this out. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, it's a game of intelligence. Ẹ kọ̀rọ̀ pé gbùdùgbùdùgbùdù tí mo wá ń ṣe lórí social media, ìyẹn ti yàtọ̀. Gbùdùgbùdù yẹn kọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣe Yorùbá nation. Mo sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ pé media war lèmi bá wọn jà, but àwọn tó fẹ́ bá wọn jà intelligent war, àwọn wà nínú lọ́wọ́ lẹ́yìn tẹ́yìn òrí. Èmi náà rẹ̀ mọ́ gbogbo wọn, but àwọn tí mo mọ̀ òun ni Baba Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho. And the two of them, they are in constant communication every blessed day. January, because many people, we are too weak in our mind. Anyway, hey, kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ ni? Méjì má ti ń tàn. Weak mind nìyẹn. Ẹni tó bá ní weak mind ló máa ronú bẹ́ẹ̀. Weak mind. I am very serious. It's a weak mind. We are all preparing, I know that. Let us continue to prepare and focus. That's all. We are still preparing. They're near enough, but we are still preparing. But one thing is, something will eventually lead to Yoruba become an independent country. In lead to the independent country. Independent country, okay. That is the final straw. Game here to change in here. Because Yoruba nation is declared. Listen, Tani Babanla any to my house of money Yoruba Kotiwa declare. Ṣé Tinubu ẹ̀jẹ̀ mélòó ló wà lára tiẹ̀? Ṣé ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ni? Ṣé Fúlàní ló nílẹ̀ ni? Britain, no, ṣé Britain ló nílẹ̀ ni? We have done all the analysis that we need to do. Gbogbo tó kù tá kan ṣe nísìn, akọ̀ṣin ṣe kí ni à ń ṣe tán pè ní summary. Tó bá ti lọ sí class at the beginning of the semester, tó bá ti tó towards the end of the semester, gbogbo tó kọ̀ máa ṣe ní summary before the exam. Àwa dẹ̀ ti mọ result exam wa because everything has been put in place. But in tó put in place yẹn lẹ́yìn fẹ́ mọ̀ lẹ́nu gbogbo àwa media. Wá media tó máa sọ àṣírí, because I like àṣírí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá like it. I like miracle. Àṣírí pé ibi báyìí ló máa gbà wọlé, ẹ̀yìn ló máa gbà wọlé, nǹkan kan báyìí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Why are we not just waiting for instructions? Kí ló dé tí instructions man difficult fún wa láti listen sí? A fi lọ sí battle, a dẹ̀ fi gbọ́ instruction. Wọ́n máa push gbogbo yín lọ́nà, apá gbogbo yín dànù. Even if you are fortified. Ìyẹn la ṣe sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa, ẹ lọ máa bọ Ògún kẹ́ bọ Èṣù. Because nǹkan tí lè bá bá wa nìyẹn kò disturb as Jesus or Muhammad. Ẹ lọ máa pe gbogbo ìsọ̀rísọ̀rí. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ that people are listening. Difference tó kọ̀ wá ni pé most people are struggling. Àti pa ajá nísìnyí kò ń ṣe tó kàn máa wọ sọ ó kò lè máa já lójú títì kó náà fi lọ bẹ sórí Ògùn. Ó máa lọ ra èyí tó wà available ní market ni. Ṣé ọ̀fẹ́ ló máa fún ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn tó ń tajà yẹn? All these things are expensive as well. So ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń doubt pé Koikimedia ti tán Koiki, ẹ̀yin wo date, àwọn intelligent people wọ́n wo the last sketch so that nobody failed, because wọ́n ní ní ṣe rally mímọ́. Èmi ò bí àyẹn kò tẹ̀ tí ìyá àwọn èèyàn wa ìyẹn ni máa ṣe wonder. We are very difficult people, we know that. Ìyẹn làwọn kan ṣe ń pè mí lẹ́yìn nísìn pé Koiki padà sí UK. Ṣọ́ra àwọn Yorùbá tó ń jà fún yẹn 5% already. I am being honest. I am receiving calls every day to return back to the UK. Because the point, we know you are determined, but return back to your family. But I don't know with family money. I have a big family. I've always had a big family before movement. But because every family problem now. That's my own personal problem. And I've had my family situation before the movement. They wanted to use it against me. Over pin and mommy. Be on to later on, if you want only life, it's a tongue. If you only life, and can life movement. Family situation me, to see movement. But right now, I'm in exile. So even as a family, I'm in exile. I cannot return back to my homeland. My in-laws are there. I cannot see my in-laws. Oh, you scream by now. Not in-laws, me not woman. wọ́n ti gba kámú fọ́lọ́run. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n ni ìwọ lọ́kọ tí o lọ fẹ́yàn kan tó gbérù kan báyìí dání, ṣó rò pé wọ́n ti ní pọ́pọ́ yẹn pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? But ìyẹn kọ́ là ń lọ fẹ́ lò. So èyí tẹ́ ń pè mí, like I said, I appreciate. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n bá wa kéékèèké la fẹ́ tẹ̀lé olóyè Ìgbòho, because I told him and I still tell him all the time, I will be next with him at any point of time. Tó bá ń wọ ẹgbẹ́ báyìí, ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa rí mi. That is the loyalty I've given him. Bí Bàbá Akíntóyè. Bàbá Akíntóyè wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi báyìí, Ìgbòho wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi báyìí. A dẹ̀ kó gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá dání pé à ń lọ sórílẹ̀ lérí. Àwọn kan tún béèrè. Somebody sent a message from one of the states. Pé ṣé à ń gbé àwọn mọ́ra ni? When I hear those kind of words, mo wá realize pé olóṣèlú ti báyé púpọ̀ náà ọmọ Yorùbá jẹ́, wọ́n ti báyé yín jẹ́ gan. But like I said, I cannot blame you. In tí yàn bá mọ̀ náà ló máa fi sọ pé ìbọn ti sọ fún yín, irọ́ ló ń pa ọ́. Ṣé ní gbogbo move tó ń ṣe irọ́ ni o? Because ayé àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn tó ṣe fún yín nìyẹn. A dẹ̀ ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n máa jẹ́gbẹ́ kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Wàláhì tàláhì símọ́ bí láìláìsí láhùwà. Gbé wọn ní jẹ́gbà yẹn rọ́lọ́pàá. Gbé àwọn olóṣèlú àní ojú ara wa, a máa kanra wa ní gbòkìdì. Ìjà la fẹ́ jà. Bàbá Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho oníṣọ́ yẹn fún mi, mo ní èmi tó bẹ́ẹ̀, mídíà ni mí. Wọ́n sì mi ò láìkì ní máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn ìyàwó mi ò láìkì. Ìjà la fẹ́ jà, ìjà gidi, gídígbò gidi. Ọ̀tọ̀ tó ń pera wọn yẹn. But we need the numbers to continue to prepare and rise up for the D-Day. Ṣó rò pé tá bá ya wọ House of Assembly ní sí wọ́n lè dá wa dúró ni? Ìbọn mélòó ló máa yìn? Ìmọ̀ ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. No, okay, tá bá ya wọ House of Assembly Lagos State ní sí, ìbọn mélòó ló fẹ́ yìn? Tá bá sọ pé House of Assembly yóò ẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ wá ṣí, ẹ̀ yà pa gbogbo wa síbí báyìí. Wọ́n lè ṣí. Ṣé tó bá pààyàn sílẹ̀ wá kó bọ́dì yẹn lọ? O rò pé NSAS lélẹ̀ ni? Wọ́n tó ń pera wọn yẹn. Àwọn fẹ́ mọ game tá fẹ́ gbá pẹ̀lú àwọn ni. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó mọ game. Ìyẹn ni ó ṣe máa ń ní team tó jẹ́ pé tó bá sọ fún ẹ pé formation yìí ló máa lò last minute wá change formation mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀yin gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa wo football now. Ká fi football ṣe àpèjúwe. In anything in life, you will play a game with the minds of your enemies. Ìyẹn ní pé rally ò ní wáyé, rally ń bọ̀. Bàbá kí ló máa announce? Rally ń bọ̀, that's all. Níjọ́ wo rally ń bọ̀? Àwọn fẹ́ mọ game yẹn ni, wọ́n fẹ́ mọ game tá fẹ́ play. Because wọ́n mọ̀ pé game yẹn fún ẹ ní freedom tó máa fún ẹ ní ayé àtọ̀run tó máa fi kú. Even kan tí ó mọ̀ pé tíyàn bá kú ní UK, ẹni tó kú ní UK láàárọ̀ yìí, council máa fún support fún family yẹn. Ó lówó kò lówó, ẹ̀tọ́ ni pé kí council ṣẹ̀tọ́ fún family yẹn pé jàǹbá wọnú ilé yín, responsibility wa ni. Púpọ̀ ọ̀nà yín tẹ̀ ń kú ní Nàìjíríà, responsibility local government ni. Kàmáì tí wàá sọ ẹni tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ kó exist, àgbàlagbà tó pé 80, ó wà care home nísìn. Responsibility government ni pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́jú ẹ̀, wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jálè kan náà. Tòró ti dọmọdé, kí ló rò pé wọ́n ń gbé CCTV síbẹ̀? Torí àwọn carer kan tó ń nà wọ́n. And many things like that. So what we are saying is that we want to move from a system to another system. But àwọn kan fẹ́ stop it by deceiving themselves. Look at them. Ṣáwọn aṣẹ́wó politician yìí náà ni. Èyí náà ẹ̀wọ̀ gbogbo wọn. Ṣòro kò tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dàbọ̀ bolẹ̀ ní Àtíkù lè dúró ni. Ikùn ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kó sáré. Tí ìbọn bá dá búrúbúrú bọ́ ẹ̀ nísìn, táwọn bá ń yìnbọn, táwọn náà bá ń yìnbọn, Ọbásanjọ́ máa sá lọ. Wọ́n ò lè sáré. Ìtọ́nìdì yẹn náà làwọn sójà àtàwọn tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn yẹn, bọ́wọ̀ tó ń tán pera wọn. And every one of them have been given warning. Tàbá ya gbogbo wọn, wọ́n tó ń tán pera wọn. But we have to be intelligent. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀, Tinubu dẹ̀ mọ̀. Ó mọ̀ pé Bàbá Akíntóyè wà very intelligent àti Ìgbòho. Ó mọ̀ àwọn méjèèjì dáadáa. Kò lè náà wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n. Tinubu wants to go for 2027. Baba Akintoye sọ fún pé 2027 yẹn sẹ́ a máa kó àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá jáde kúrò ní Nàìjíríà before 2027. That means it is now a game. Ó wá kù ẹni tó fẹ́ win láàrin àwọn méjèèjì. And àwa táwa wà lẹ́yìn wọn la máa help wọn kó fi máa win yẹn. They are watching all the time. They are watching every one of us. They are analyzing it. Because Britain is telling our kings that, let me leave that. It's a kakatiku. Some of you don't know Britain. You know, we are just soon. Pé mo kúrò ní UK, pé mo wà ní UK láti 1990, mo kọ́kọ́ lò 10 years gbáko, pé mo jáde rárá. So ó lè san kọ́kọ́ fún mi nípa wọn. It's not even about the movement. Tó bá ní ṣekúṣẹyẹ, àwọn gangan ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. 10 years that I live with them, mo lè jáde 10 years. Ọmọ tó ń pè 10 years, 365 days. 10 years tí mo fi wọ ní UK, mo jáde, mo lè travel us anywhere. Ojú kan ni mo wà, mo kàn sùn, mo ń jí, mo dẹ̀ káàkiri láàrin gbogbo UK ń bẹ̀. I haven't watched my Eagles program, but my attention was called that ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n náà ti release account Ìgbòho. Mo fẹ́ lọ wo fídíò yẹn kí n tó wá response dáadáa. Wọ́n ní fídíò kan tó ṣe Democracy Day. Ó wá ń sọ lórí platform ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti ṣí account Ìgbòho. Kọ́lọ̀ fọ́run kẹ́ ìyá Kogi, attention, ìyá yẹn ti lọ. Ìyá yẹn ti lọ. Akí gbogbo yẹn ará Kogi state. Yeah, woman ìyá Kogi yẹn. I remember I was in Turkey on a visit, and she's been trying to reach out to me, and I believe I didn't have any contact with her then. I don't know how she got my number. Could her number to put me say is a very exclusive number that is not in public. But she called. And right there, I connected Igboho with her. This was even before Dukbonitiri. She's very passionate, very strong, loyal. But iṣẹ́ tí Tinubu máa ń ṣe náà nìyẹn, ó máa ń fọ́ ẹgbẹ́ ni. There were a lot of things that she said, and she's a very determined woman, very strong spiritually, very strong as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother. But kí ni Dukbonitiri dé báyìí? The woman changed, and the rest they say is history. But she's gone now. May her soul rest in peace. That's all I can say. Ara iṣẹ́ Tinubu nìyẹn. So tẹ́ bá rò pé bóyá a fẹ́ jáde fún rally. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn tó ń pariwo ẹ fẹ́ jáde fún rally yẹn? Most of them are working for Tinubu as well. We know you are, but we are not concerned, we are not worried. Because ẹni tó bá dalẹ̀, ilẹ̀ máa mú ni. That is the solution to it. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ dalẹ̀, kó fẹ́ dalẹ̀ movement yìí, ilẹ̀ máa yọ ẹ́, ó máa bá lọ. Ọmọdé ní àgbàlagbà ní it doesn't matter. Bóòlù mú ẹ nísìn, ó máa padà mú ẹ náà ni, ó máa yọ ṣubú. Because àwọn orí tí à ń pariwo ta fẹ́ gbà, kí n máa sùn báyìí náà. Bí ìtẹ̀ báyàwó mi ṣe jigijigi, kí n máa sùn àbí? But right now I am here sitting down at exactly 3 o'clock in the morning. Àwọn tó ń ṣe night duty wà ní báyìí nísìn láàrin wa. Tó wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, even in Yorubaland, má bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ night láwọn factory kankan, wọ́n máa ń pè mí ní once in a while. But what we are doing is not because of anything, it's because a fẹ́ kúrò nínú British created country, ká wá lọ ní country tiwa, simple as that. Ìjà yẹn bẹ̀ la máa fi gbà, ọ̀rọ̀ diplomacy kọ́, but a gbọ́dọ̀ wà intelligent. Intelligent yẹn lọ fẹ́ káwa rí visitor. May la máa jáde. That's all. Baba Akintoye sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, we wait. ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀mí yín ṣe pàpòpà kẹ́dẹ̀ believe in this movement. Okay. So ṣé ẹ sọ pé ẹ trust Baba Akintoye àbẹ́ ẹ trust Igboho? Ẹ bá trust wọn, then like I said, ẹ bọ́ sí títì láàárọ̀ ọ̀la fúnra yín náà. That's all I can say. Ẹ bọ́ sí títì láàárọ̀ ọ̀la fúnra yín. If you have what it takes, the capacity, Tinubu kókó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nísìn. Kẹ bọ́ sí títì kẹwọn tó máa ṣe fún yín. Ẹ lọ sí títì láàárọ̀ ọ̀la kẹwọn tí Tinubu máa ṣe fún yín. Tinubu wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nísìn, ó fẹ́ wá ṣe léyà. Ó ti dé látàná. Ó ti pa ogun títì rẹ̀. But ó mọ tí Baba Akintoye lè ṣe, ó dẹ̀ mọ tí Igboho lè ṣe, ó dẹ̀ mọ tí 60 million Yorùbá fẹ́ ṣe, but bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe yẹn nísìn làwọn náà mọ̀, ó ti dàrú mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. A country where a report, as I was about to start this broadcast, let me go straight to that one. I received a message from Kwara State. I posted it already online. I was just about to start mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó pẹ̀lú àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa tún wò mo fojú pẹ́ anybody rẹ̀. This message came from Kwara State, from somebody that is close Moki Prophet Ologunlowa. The birthday was yesterday. Modeki, sister mi, tí mo máa sọ pé ó like Yoruba gan báyìí. I've mentioned her most of the time. She works somewhere in the US. Only àwọn mẹ́fà local government kan wá transformers half of New York, and they're not joking. I bet there was yesterday as well. Mwaki Luwentie, the month of May. Èyí tẹ́ máa tún broadcast wò, ẹ lọ fọkàn yín kó balẹ̀ dáadáa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ètò. Yeah, mo ti rí nǹkan tí mo wá, bíbá ni mo send it sí. I can send it on platforms to cool now. This was sent to me, like I said, from Kwara State. As I was about to start the broadcast, this was something I read from somebody that lives in that state. Mo fẹ́ post ẹ̀ sáwọn platforms wa tó kó kí n wá kà fún wa. Bàbá lọ kan tí Baba Akintoye sọ nípa Fulani against Igboho ní January this year. Mo kí bàbá yẹn dáadáa. The man is 90 and his strength is like somebody that is in the 60s. So tí bàbá bá ní that kind of strength and you are already worried and concerned, sometimes I wonder irú energy wo làwa láti ní. Energy tí wàá gbọ́dọ̀ ju ti Baba Akintoye lọ ni. Ọmọ tó ń pè 90 age kékeré ló pè ní. Bàbá tó give up, ìwọ wá ń sọ pé ó fẹ́ give up. Àbọ̀ ń sọ pé ojú ń pọ́n ẹ̀. Ojú òpin tó bàbá yẹn. Ọmọ pọ́lọ̀ ló lọ́jọ́. Àkànbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run pé kọ́lọ́run fún bàbá yẹn lẹ́mìí gúngùn ni. Ọlọ́run ló lọ́jọ́. Ọmọ kékeré ń kùnà. Ìyá Kogi tó kú nísìn, kọ́lọ́run fọ́run kẹ. Kò pé 90. Ẹni tó ń ṣe sọ pé Ọlọ́run ló lọ́jọ́ nìyẹn. So you feel pé Baba Akintoye yóò fẹ́ kí Yorùbá kó tètè gba country. You think so? Let's read this quickly. As sent to me from Kwara State. I am presently now at Kwara State. Two things happened 2 weeks back. Most of me, I have listened carefully to Dr. Kemi Ololoyo. She said news is underreported in that contraction. Don't go in Nigeria. News is underreported. Wọ́n report in news. Tó bá sọ fún ẹ pé wọ́n report in news in Nigeria. Irọ́ ni. It's a country that things happen and it takes time for the news to filter back out. 2 weeks ago, bí a nígbà tẹ́ni dé state ẹni o, bí a, I don't know, but how can this happen? Lóòótọ́, tẹ́ bá rántí, after Borno military invasion, we saw a video of an helicopter. Mo gbọ́ sórí word ni because ó tiny there torí ojú mi, so mo fẹ́ increase the front end in CB 14. Màá lè save kìíní because these are all the evidence that journalists need to pile up and prepare for engagement with the outside world. Because tó bá tó time tí àwọn ẹ̀ máa pè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ojú ń dùn ẹ̀yin ògbọ́n tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ látijọ́ ẹ̀. Àbí? These are the evidence that people like us will prepare. So now, I'll be part of the website, but for now, I'm going to increase front end. So let me read it. I don't need my glasses now. Any 2 weeks ago, Ishele, ní Kwara State, Kwara State, ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Only there is a place called, Timba pronounce it that, ẹ má bínú, Agbele in Irekpodun local government of Kwara State. I'm sure pé àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ Kwara State ẹ jẹ́ bá wa share program tá bá ń ṣe kò ń ṣe torí à ń béèrè fún revenue lórí social media. Mo prefer káwọn èèyàn fún mi lówó gan dan pé kó fún wa lówó lórí social media ní super chat because àti YouTube la jọ ń pín. But when we share the program, people will have the privilege to listen. Mo kí ẹ doctor mi ó ṣe gan-an kú tọ́jú bàbá Kítóyè. Má jẹ́ lọ́sọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀rọ òkúta ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀rọ máa ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ra hàn kiri ìwọ náà èmi ò tí fún bàbá lówó ẹ̀yin lẹ́nu ẹ̀ máa sanwó pé mi ò lówó lọ́wọ́ so ìwé bàbá mi nìyẹn bàbá dáadáa kọ́lọ́ máa dúró ti bàbá yẹn kó wá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìgbéwò yẹn báyìí ìrọ̀ mo lè fi blọ́ọ̀kì ojú olóyè àmọ́ àfilẹ̀ báyìí ọjọ́ àfilẹ̀ báyìí ẹ̀ka àwọn máa rí ojú olóyè Ìgbòho àwọn lè nífẹ̀ẹ́ Ìgbòho wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá Kítóyè Ọlọ́run ló máa bá mi sùn wọ́n lẹ́sùn Ọlọ́run máa sọ gbogbo wọn lẹ́sùn but àwọn kan wà quietly behind the scene that they are like ghosts. Iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ju tèmi lọ ẹ máa wọ́n dàgbà ìwọ tó ń parí I'm serious. To manage people, to manage somebody is not an easy task. Bọ́lá máa sọ gbogbo wa lẹ́sùn o. Ọlọ́run máa sọ gbogbo wa lẹ́sùn. So jẹ́ kí n padà sórí article. Wọ́n sẹ́ndẹ̀ wá sí mi láti Kwara State. Ẹni 2 weeks ago ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Oníbì kan wà tó ń pè ní Agbele in Irekpodun local government in Kwara State. Ní the first Sunday of this month, tí bá lọ wo calendar, because journalists máa fi pin ẹ̀ padà. That will be on the 4th. Àwa ní 29 last Sunday ní tẹ́ bá jẹ́ pé ẹ bá rántí mo ní ká ṣe sàárà mo mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi ṣe pé ká ra fruit pé because it's the last Sunday ẹni tó bá gbọ́ broadcast mi pé ká kọ̀ra sweet àwọn tó bá jẹ́ church wọ́n dẹ̀ jà láwo nìyẹn ká kọ̀ ṣe sàárà kò tí late a lè dismiss prayer nínú movement yìí because spiritual attack là ń jà spiritual battle òun là ń jà pẹ̀lú àwọn tí wọ́n ń fẹ́ atẹ́gùn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló ń ṣe. We come back to that. So at a more date 4th of Sunday níṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ because tẹ́ni ẹ̀ bá ń sọ fún wa pé 1st Sunday of this month of May that's on the 4th. Wọ́n ní mo ń try láti translate and is in English but torí èdè Yorùbá tí mo fi ń sọ mo ń ṣàyàn gbé fún ẹ. Wọ́n ní around 8:30 p.m. some gunmen tẹ̀lé pé gun GU ni but she send wà lẹ́yìn náà ṣe fi síta but máa lọ edit ibẹ̀ yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé English difficult so ẹ má bínú fáwọn ènìyàn mọ̀gbẹ́rẹ́ máa kà ní sani ọgbọ́n ìbò òyìnbó kan ní language wa tẹ́ni bá ní kọ́kọ́ Yorùbá ní sèmi gan nílé kà bó máa lọ edit ẹ̀ níbi tí mo post ẹ̀ sí so because G-O-N-E lọ́kọ̀ instead of gun G-U-N but I can't blame them for that. English is your language. Some gunmen entered the village and started shooting straight bullets at the front of their target house, and one innocent child was killed. That innocent child has a name, only future, only dream, only aspiration. Even to bá tẹ̀sí jẹ́ tó jẹ́ ìkókó ẹni tó bímọ l'Amẹ́ríkà nísìn tó bímọ ní UK Canada a máa tọ́jú ọmọ yẹn pé ọmọ jòjò wọ́n máa fọ́mọ yẹn lówó ìjọba máa fún lówó. Lóòótọ́ accident náà máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àwọn abroad but kò ń ṣe pé kí terrorist wá pa wọ́n mọ́nu lé. Accident lè ṣẹlẹ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn gan lè máa wẹ̀ fatiri situation tó ń wẹ̀ fọmọ kékeré nínú ilé tó tí ìyá ìgbàgbẹ́ sínú bá tó mú mi yó tó kú. But the fact that àwọn kan wọnú lẹ́wà wọ́n yìnbọn pa ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá because whoever was killed at that point ọmọ Yorùbá ni. And they kidnapped the landlord. Wọ́n náà demand 100 million, which is what they normally do. Why inflate the price yẹn? Níbo láti fẹ́ ṣé tí kò ní ṣìngbá? They demanded 100 million. But they later collected 10 million. These are not small money fún situation ọmọ Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ lo bracket yẹn àbí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá torí pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ Kwara kì í ṣẹlẹ̀ north àwa la ní bó jẹ́ ogun la máa bá wọn jà ní Kwara state yẹn tó máa fi padà sọ́dọ̀ wa ibẹ̀ nìjà máa pọ̀ sí jù ẹ lọ note it down. Ibẹ̀ nìjà máa pọ̀ sí jù ibẹ̀ yẹn gangan nìjà máa pọ̀ sí jù torí àwọn Fúlàní tó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n náà padà gba 10 million naira yàtọ̀ sí 10 million wọ́n gba mattress wọ́n gba drinks wọ́n gba bag of rice along with the money, which is always the pattern of our Fulani. Tó bá kidnap àwọn èèyàn àwa la máa wá lọ ṣe shopping fún wọn tó fi ń replenish in tí wọ́n ní lọ́wọ́ àti tó ti ń tán nínú ẹ̀. Bọ̀bọ́ kan tí mo show video ẹ̀ ní couple of weeks back bí ọmọ Ìgbò ni ó ní àwọn làwọn ń gbé àwọn oúnjẹ wọn sẹ́yìn ó ní ráìsì ọ̀hún báyìí tó bá ṣe báyìí oríṣiríṣi ìyẹ̀pẹ̀ kankan ló wà náà but mostly gàrí ló máa ń fún wọn mu. Àwọn ilé ìtẹ̀tù béèrè mattress ṣé wọ́n ti nílé tó ń gbé níta tó fẹ́ gbé mattress yẹn sí tó fi ń ṣe spy? Definitely yes, they are living with us. Okay, ṣèbí torí pé a rí wọn tó gbébọn ni la ṣe mọ̀ pé terrorist ni. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ identify Fúlàní terrorist tó bá jẹ́ pé kò pàdé ní ojú títì tí kò gbébọn tí kò dẹ̀ múra bí ara wọn tó kódà kó tẹ̀ múra pé ó mọ̀ pé Fúlàní ni báwo ló ṣe fi mọ̀ pé terrorist ni? That is where you need a government that is functioning and working, because government gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ who is who. But nínú Nàìjíríà lẹ́nìí ta ṣe ń sọ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ exit. Part of our exit is because a mọ̀ who is who tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, because kí ló fẹ́ fi mattress ṣe nínú igbó? These are people that are always moving at any point of time. Tó bá jíyàn gbé nísìn wọ́n rìn 3 hours 4 hours non-stop. Ẹni tó bá rẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń pa ni. Ẹ lọ wo fídíò yẹn tí bá sì lè rí ọmọ Ìgbò ni bọ̀bọ̀ náà ó ní bí i 10 days or 7 days tó ń ṣe láàrin wọn ẹ̀mí òun fẹ́ bọ́ èèyàn méjì ló kú. Oníbọ̀bọ̀ máa kan kò lè rìn mọ́ kò lè breathe bí ẹni tó lómi lára ni tó expect kọ́ máa jí òun gbé tó kọ̀ jókòó sínú mọ́tò tó ń lọ sílẹ̀ Ìgbò látàbújá lọ́ti làwọn yẹn ti ń bọ̀. Èèyàn méjì pa wọ́n dànù because for fẹ́ tó máa delay wọn tó máa waste time àwọn. So wọ́n náà lè gba rice. The case was reported to the police, nothing being done. Failed country. That is number one. Ilé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní Sunday 4th. Adẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn lẹ́nu ẹni 29 oṣù ti parí. Fẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń béèrè pé àìbóṣù ìlọ́nà máa ṣe rally. We wait patiently, okay? I have said it at the beginning of this broadcast, at 1 hour plus, and I'll keep saying it. Our leaders were all capable, okay? Tẹ́yìn ò bá wá lè ní sùúrù fáwọn leaders wa pé torí ẹ̀ ń grumble, ara ń kan yín, oògùn tẹ́gbé sára ó ń disturb yín, ó normal. But ṣe rí bàbá yìí tí mo wọ̀ yìí, Ìgbòho yìí, a lè sáré síwájú ẹ̀. Eléyìí ò ṣe Gani Adams, gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ, eléyìí ò ṣe Gani Adams. Mo máa ń sọ pé mo mọ Gani Adams before olóyè Ìgbòho, so Gani Adams yẹn èyí lè dárúkọ ẹ̀. Àwọn kan lè máa papọ̀ bàbá aláṣọ funfun, èmi ò dárúkọ aláṣọ funfun. Gani Adams wọ́n ń pààyàn l'Ákúrẹ́, mo ní kó lọ síbẹ̀ kò dá mi lóhùn. Mo sì bá General Trustina sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá ní Àkúrẹ́, l'Ondo State. I am in communication in Yorubaland on a daily basis. Video call ló fi pè mí. Ọlọ́run máa dúró ti gbogbo yín, Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa. Ṣọ̀rẹ́ arákùnrin tó ń wò yìí, ṣọ̀rẹ́ arákùnrin tó wà ní Germany tó ń wò yìí, iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe on a daily basis. Tó bá sọ fún apá máa jáde, a máa ní sùúrù kan fi lead wa jáde. Tó bá wá ní o fẹ́ lead ara ẹ̀ jáde, sórí inú platform yìí yẹn ṣàwáyàn bíi 5 kẹjọ lead ara yín jáde. Bùṣúrà wa tó kù, àwa máa ní sùúrù fún wọn. Torí pé ohun tí wọn tó bá ti fọ́n síta pé ká jáde, sórí Tinubu yẹn tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù yẹn, bàbá ti kọ lẹ́tà sí. Lẹ́tà yẹn ti wà nígboro tó ti ń spread. Tinubu ó rí kò rí, ó gbọ́ kò gbọ́, problem ti ẹ̀ nìyẹn. But mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ti summarize lẹ́tà yẹn fún. A máa sọ tàwọn Fúlàní tí bàbá kọ ní January, but mo kàn fi lọ sí Kwara based on this new update. Now the second one, tẹ́ni ẹ kọ sínú kínní. Only last week Saturday, ìyẹn máa jẹ́ on the 24th, tó yẹn bá tún jẹ́ last week. The first one, only ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ń detail ẹ̀. Ìyẹn mo ṣe máa ń sọ fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń ṣe fídíò, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa bá wa detail ẹ̀, time, date, location, because these are things that we are piling up, we are compiling them. Bá ṣe ń fi sórí social media tẹ́rin yẹn, ìta America, okay, kí la America ṣe sọ nísìnyí pé ṣe mọ̀ pé America ti hot gbogbo visa, o lè gba visa nísìnyí, student visa o. Michael Rubio, sorry, the Secretary of State, ó ní kọ́ hot gbogbo ẹ̀. O mọ reason of ṣe gbogbo social media ẹni tó fẹ́ wá gba student visa wọ́n máa monitor ẹ̀ kó tó fún yín ní student visa. So in time post orí social media tẹ́yìn kankan rò pé a kàn post ẹ̀, àwọn tó ṣẹ́rí àwọn ní technology láti fi scan. Tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan níbí báyìí nísìn tí mò ń lò continuously tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó lè ṣe jàǹbá fún America. Signal mama lọ sí America, wọ́n dẹ̀ mama mọ ibi tí wifi mi tó ti ń pin. Wọ́n lè pin it down sí ibi tèmi wà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ communicate pẹ̀lú ìlú yẹn pé ibi báyìí kọ́kọ́ ń ṣẹlẹ̀, tẹ́ni yìí ń sọ pé nǹkan fi ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí wọn tó jẹ́ nǹkan tó burú. Àwọn ní technology yẹn tó fi ń pè ní tech nìyẹn. Nàìjíríà ní ìlú òfò tó jẹ́ pé kò ready láti go further ju bó ṣe wà yẹn lọ. Ó ti stand still. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwa stand still. The tech is there. Kí ló dé tí mọ́tò ṣe ń drive without driver? Mọ́tò ti wà tó ń driver rẹ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà. Kò sí driver tó ń drive ẹ̀. Autonomous car. Pún tó bá ti sọ bí tó ń lọ gbé ẹ lọ nìyẹn. So why am I saying this is because many things that we are saying on social media is also part of evidence against Nigeria. So tá bá jáde tí àsìkò bá tó at the appropriate time. Bó bá wọn Tinubu normal ni kó nǹkan jáde kó ní kó lọ shut it down torí fẹ́ favour Britain, irọ́ ló pa. Irin máa kọrin ni, irin tí wá dẹ̀ máa ju tiẹ̀ lọ. The second one happened in Ìsìn, ṣé Ìsìn ni ISIN local government ní Kwara náà sí ni o, ní last week Saturday on the 24th according to this person. So they can record any event and they want date, time, who are very important because recording here only jẹ́ yẹn gan ló máa ní impact in the last 5 years that ṣe because àwọn ìtẹ́fẹ́ record fún wa. So ìrẹ́lẹ̀ nísìn eyewitness ni tí wọ́n fún wa yìí wọ́n ní recording bí wọ́n ní smartphone ẹni tó wà eléyìí nísìn tó fi sọ ẹni yóò gbọ́dọ̀ ní smartphone because bàbá tó wà lóko ni tọ́nà sọ́bẹ̀ fóun lọ ní tọ́nà sọ́bẹ̀ yẹn ní sọmọ mi ní Ọ̀yọ́ ní Ìbàdàn mo ní kó lọ ná price ẹ̀ ó ní tẹ́lẹ̀ 3,500 làwọn máa rà ó ti di 17,000 kódà èmi ò lè rí rà ní 21,000 inflation. Last week Saturday on the 24th at Isin local government of Kwara State Edidi town if tẹ́tẹ́ máa mọ̀ pé details tán fún mi kò ń ṣe fake news o torí ẹlòmíì ní sani bí ẹ wọ́n make it up ni. One man was in his farm definitely wọ́n ní láti sọ fún ẹ pé yàn kan ló máa ń wà nínú farm. Bàbá tí wọ́n ṣápa láìpẹ́ ní ìjàyè Igbójàyè tí n bá pronounce dáadáa yẹn mọ̀ ló yẹn má bínú sí mi ibẹ̀ ni màmá wa Lé Àjàyí àti sister mi tó wà ní Canada tó máa ń ṣe braids yẹn àwọn ló fún mi ní information yẹn ẹ̀ràn títí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó gbàdá lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní yẹn tó náà ṣá wọn tí mo ní ọba yẹn wọ́n ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ nísìnyí pé kó ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ àwọn mẹ́ta tó kù sá lọ àjẹsára tó jẹsára ni kò jẹ́ kó pa wọ́n fẹ́ dúnbò ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ó dìde padà kò ń ṣe gbogbo wa náà la lè jàjẹsára torí ọmọ Jésù wà láàrin wa I understand bó ṣorí wo tó wà nílé tó ń lọ sóko fún rẹ tó lọ jàjẹsára ká tó jáde fúnra lè wá pa ẹ́ dànù tó bá pa ẹ́ lọ́nà because èmi ò mọ ibi tíyàn kan lọ sí oko nísìn tí kò dira tó lọ tó sí gbẹ́rẹ́ tó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ torí pé àwọn tó ń bá fà nínú gbóyìn bá ba wèrè ni wọ́n tó bá pàdé wá pa ẹ́ dànù so tó bá ní one man nínú farm a mọ̀ pé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nìí àwọn tó máa ń lọ sóko wọ́n lè pé 6 tó máa gbéra láti community wọn but tó bá ti ń wọnú oko wọn orúkálukú máa yà sí àbá oko tiẹ̀ àwọn nìkan ló máa ń dá sóko yẹn tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe harvesting ló máa ń kó àwọn èèyàn dání so ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò ṣe pé wọ́n parọ́ tó bá ní one man torí ẹlòmíì lè máa ní ó ṣe jẹ́yàn kan ló wà lórí oko ẹ̀wọ̀n ká máa ń béèrè question yẹn but why is it one person ló wà lórí oko is the normal norm nílẹ̀ Yorùbá èèyàn kan ló máa kọ́ ebè òun náà ló máa plant tó bá di pọ́ fẹ́ harvest ló máa múyàn bí 2 mẹ́ta dání láti fi help wọn tí bá dẹ̀ parọ́ ẹ fi sínú comment section èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe farming. Only last week Saturday again on the 24th at Isin local government area of Kwara State Edidi town one man was in his farm arákùnrin kan wà lóko ẹ̀ he saw helicopter mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé mẹ́wàá ẹni kò sóhun tó pọ̀ màláfíà ti sọ ilé fún wa bọ́ a kì í gbàgbọ́. Only one man was in his farm bí tí yẹn bí wọn bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ odi bó bá ṣàǹgbò fúrúfúrú wa mọ̀ pé kankan fáànù wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi báyìí nísìn ẹni tó bá smart á mọ̀ pé kankan dún ní background tí bá pa ó kàn máa dán mú mi ni. Kí ni mo fẹ́ fẹ́ àwọn ẹni pé wọ́n lẹ́nu yẹn ní helicopter lókè up at the point in his farm helicopter okay he looks up to see because it was closed down and one gunman again could spell gun here that G-O-N malo edit here one gunman touched him beside and asked what are you looking up for pé kí ló ń wòkè fún that means pé àwọn tó fi wá já ẹrù fún àwọn wà close by bàbá yẹn ò tètè rí wọn nígbà tí bàbá wa wòkè pé helicopter kẹ ó wá sísàlẹ̀ ó come close down ìkan náà àwọn Fúlàní wọn ń touch bàbá yẹn pé kí ló ń wòkè fún ṣe mọ̀ pé kó tó lè dé stage yẹn ṣe mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn ní ọ̀wọ̀ lára ni normally ó yẹ kó yìnbọn pa lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ but ẹni tó bá ní ọ̀wọ̀ lára ọ̀wọ̀ yẹn á máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹ ọ̀wọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún bàbá yẹn ni o ìtọ́ fi lọ touch ẹ yẹn ọ̀wọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún ni ìyẹn tó ń pè nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn ọ̀wọ̀ ló ṣiṣẹ́ fún nìyẹn ọ̀wọ̀ ló ṣiṣẹ́ fún ọ because bàbá yẹn ò rí tó bá rí gunmen tó máa dúró fún gunmen ni ó padà sá lọ náà ni máa kà fún yín nísìn because èmi ti kà kí n tó wá ṣe program wọ́n ní even in Europe just one person always on the farm bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó kọ́ ẹ̀ pé tractor nìyẹn máa lò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni even in Europe right lóòótọ́ because at least èyí ni ẹ̀ máa jókòó sínú tractor kọ́ máa fi gé oko lọ́ máa fi bọ̀ tó bá fi harvest ẹ̀ máa ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn lọ. Only one gunman touched him beside and asked, what are you looking up for? He said helicopter tó wà lókè yẹn ni. The gunman with the AK-47 asked him, what concern you with the helicopter? Kí ni kan ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń wò kí ni kan pẹ̀lú helicopter? Ṣé ìwọ ló ní nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ lókè? That is why he's looking at it. The farmer ran home and left his bicycle in Okada. Ó padà sálọ náà ni. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe analysis ibẹ̀ yẹn ká tó lọ sí number 3. Bọ́ọ̀ tẹ̀ sọ fún wa pé helicopter bá ń land. Èmi sì rí kan recently. I'm sure gbogbo wa náà la rí tó circulate lórí social media. Pé helicopter yẹn tẹ̀ ó padà land. Bí helicopter ti bí yẹn náà ló wá land o. Àmọ́ nísìn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn Fúlàní yẹn fúnra wọn ló record helicopter yẹn? Kò ń ṣe pé èèyàn kankan ló record ilé. Àwọn náà lọ record ẹ̀, àwọn náà lọ post ẹ̀ sórí. Ṣé mọ̀ pé torí èmi attack Fúlàní ní TikTok ṣe kọ́kọ́ já mi wálẹ̀. Mo appeal ẹ̀wọ̀ gbọ́. Whereas the same Fúlàní post àwọn owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa, wọ́n ń ṣó ìbọn TikTok allow wọn. These are very nasty social medias that glorify. Tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ̀rọ̀ jákàjàká nísìn Instagram mi méjèèjì ní sọ́mà shut it down. Méjì mi ló ṣiṣẹ́ padà nísìn Ọláyọmí àti Koikimedia. But tí bá go very angry nísìn, ó máa rí reaction mi. Computer ni ẹ máa wonder pé bá lọ́ ṣe máa ń shut it down. Àwọn ti program ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé Fúlàní all the time gan, wọ́n máa shut wa down. Now, tó bá jẹ́ pàwà nísìn ni mo ní ká gba helicopter, ká fi lọ já awareness, ká ṣe flyer, ká lọ distribute, ká dẹ̀ wá fún ní price helicopter yẹn pé iye báyìí la máa fi rent ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé máa dispute ẹ̀ máa ní ẹ̀fẹ̀ dáwó yẹn. Ṣé mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe flyer àwọn lè lọ distribute. Ìbọn ni o. Ìbọn gidi àtàwọn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ọjà. Àwọn ò ní nǹkan ọjà o, but one thing is, tó bá di pé ká dá owó, ẹni tó dáwó á fẹ́ mọ kí ni àwọn tó ń dáwó tán kí lè fi ń ṣe. We are too inclusive people because I trust àwọn tó wà níwájú. Reason tó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé àwọn kan náà ló máa ń fi distrust yẹn sí ẹ̀yin lọ́kàn. You think it's cheap láti gbé helicopter dìde. That means pé àwọn tá à ń bá fa wàhálà yìí, they are well equipped and well funded. Màláfíà ti sọ, mo ní spare phone ni mo bá play video Màláfíà yẹn fún wa ká gbọ́. Mo dẹ̀ lè máa lo TV mi láti ibẹ̀ yẹn. A ní spare phone, mo dẹ̀ ní iPad àbí tablet. I will have played that for us to listen to. Màláfíà said it. Màláfíà sọ, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa tẹ́wà lórí ìjókòó, ẹ má bínú pé mo dárúkọ yín látẹ̀kàn. Eléyìí kọ́ ni mo bá wá sọ̀rọ̀, program eléyìí kọ́ ni tí mo ń ka yìí nísìn, mo kọ̀ wá pé torí àwọn yẹn tábà rí wa ní sàn, àwọn sọ fún yín, wọn ní ṣe rálì lọ́lọ́pàá, especially bọ̀bọ̀ Koiki yẹn. Because our people are humans that tá a bá ìtì rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn, à ń gbàgbọ́. But like I said, our leaders that are capable are very highly intelligent than anybody. Oríṣiríṣi advice tẹ́ bá mú wá, màá kọ́ máa ní mo ti gbọ́ ni. Advice tẹ́yìn mú wá yẹn, báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé majority ẹ̀ àwọn leaders wa they have not looked into it. Ẹ lọ bá Russia, ẹlòmíì tẹ̀ ní ká lọ wá machineries, omi tó ń rent machineries. Ṣáwa tí à ń dáwọ́ walkie-talkie tẹ́yìn kan mọ́ọ̀nì lórí ẹ̀ lẹ́fẹ́ lọ gba machineries. Àwa gangan ni machineries ara wa. Àìtí equip àwọn ọmọ wa nílé. A ní ká lọ wá machineries. Àwọn tó wà nílé wà capable. Àwọn kan náà mo dẹ̀ sọ níjẹ́ the last program mi. Àwọn kan tán ní kó lọ ṣe kinní yẹn. Àwọn náà lọ tún wá sínú group. Tí group tí ṣe Tinubu ti fa àwọn ẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ibi tẹ́ kó wa lọ́wọ́. Ibi tẹ́ ṣe díìsì, tẹ́ ṣe dáàtì. Ẹnu yín ò lè bọ̀ délẹ̀. Wọ́n á lo èdè pé ṣé gbogbo team tí Tottenham ní ló ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù throughout the season. Ẹlòmíì wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò fẹsẹ̀ kan bọ́ọ̀lù lórí pitch ní, but ó ń bá wọn ṣe training. Ó mọ báyìí tó ṣe ń ṣe training so that ìjọ kan bá wà tó bá nídẹ̀ wà á lè lò, but ẹni tó train tó bá gbé wá sórí field kò lè gba 2 minutes ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa ṣe kìkì because we are talking about gbígbà heartbeat ó máa pump ni, but ìyẹn ló ṣe ń train wọn whether they are players. ẹlòmíì kan gba salary, ẹni tó bá wá rò pé kárí ẹ̀ fẹ́ bàjẹ́. ẹ rántí wife mi ṣàlàyé, ẹ mọ̀ kí mi ò mọ football púpọ̀, Osimhen ṣàrí orí very dark man, òun máa gbádùn. iṣẹ́ táwa kan fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn, ká máa sọ fún yín pé injustice wà, kẹ máa dáwó sí wa lápò, kíyàn kan máa gbádùn. èmi ò fẹ́rù yẹn. I want every one of you to buy a ticket and go and watch Osimhen ní Turkey. Not pé o fẹ́ lọ, o ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ travel, wọ́n ní kó wá gba visa torí Nàìjíríà. Stage tó yẹ ká wà nìyẹn. Now wọ́n ní Osimhen yẹn tí n bá pronounce orúkọ dáadáa, bọ̀bọ̀ footballer tó wà ní Turkey tó ń play fún Galatasaray ni mo ń sọ jàre. ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní wọ́ọ̀lù bó ṣe kúrò níbi tó wà, something like that. So what am I trying to say is that some of you that have been given some kind of training, for whatever training, let me just leave it like that without going into all the details. Kí ló dé tẹ́nu yóò kí n bò nù? No, kí ló dé tí ẹnu yìí máa wà rough? Tí tẹ bá jókòó sínú ilé tẹ wà frustrated nítorí pé àìtí débi tá à ń lọ, ó wá jẹ́ kẹ́ jáde, kẹ́ wá gbéra, kẹ́ wá fi fóònù, kẹ́ wá kẹ́ ṣé wàá kó lọ síbẹ̀, kó wà lọ síbẹ̀, kí wọ́n àwa lò fún kankan. kí ló dé tẹ̀ kí ṣọ́ọ̀kù pẹ̀lú yín? ṣé ìyẹn náà la máa sọ fún pé ìjọba ìlà máa jáde o, so that kẹ́ lè compromise. ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹnu yín yẹn ló máa fi jẹ́ kọ́ ẹmọ tó burú jù láyé orí kọ́ ambush yìí. tó bá ambush yìí wá pa gbogbo yín dànù, ó dàbẹ́ lóògùn lára wá pa yín dànù. kí lè rò wọ́n sójà fi ń sunkún? Because sójà tó fẹ́ lọ pa Fúlàní, wọ́n ti sọ fún Fúlàní pé ibi tó máa gbà lélẹ̀, ẹ̀yẹn ṣàdúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bíbà, kẹ́yìn kan dúró báyìí. ṣe rí ibi tó fẹ́ gbà kọjá yẹn, tẹ máa fi pa gbogbo wọn tán, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbọ́. Helicopter land sí Kwara State. kò ń ṣe pé a ṣe mọ̀, but this is just another evidence to back it pé Kwara State yẹn. Okay, tó bá ti lásìkò, because Kwara ó close mọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n àbí wọ́n mọ̀ kó tó bá ti wá sọ́nà Ondo, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pọ̀ lérí àyìn dáadáa. kò ń ṣe pé kò sí Yorùbá náà ní Kwara, but ó ṣeéṣe ká tètè rí wọn. wọ́n lè máa láǹtí Ondo náà, I don't know, because tẹ bá rántí mú bọ̀ àgọ́ sórí yẹn mọ́. Ọ̀ṣun State, we heard that there was Boko Haram around December. mo fẹ́ lọ mú article yẹn wá ni o, tẹ bá rántí. Sahara Reporter, mo ń bọ̀. Ọ̀ṣun State, Yàtọ̀ State sí. tẹ bá rántí pé wọ́n ní wọ́n dictate àwọn Boko Haram ní December 2024 ní incident yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀. kódà January la tó gbọ́, it was around January la gbọ́. Story yẹn lè lórí Premium Times. Just to tell you that what we need to focus now is that we are going to exit, and we are wait for Baba Akintoye and Igboho to give us the announcement that we're all waiting for. It doesn't matter how you are in a hurry. You cannot be in a hurry than Baba Akintoye. Baba yẹn ti pé 90, like I said. Akọ̀ǹbẹ Ọlọ́run pé kọ́lọ́run fún bàbá yẹn lẹ́nu ìgbìmọ̀ àtàlàfíà ni. Pope gan pé 90 tó fi kú. Yes, Pope died at 88. So ẹ lè wà in a hurry tó Baba Akintoye pé kó rí pínlẹ̀ Yorùbá gba country ẹ̀ kọ́lọ́jọ́ tó dé. Kọ́lọ́run fún lẹ́nu ìgbìmọ̀. That's what we're praying for. Let me give you the headline. This was Premium Times, January 10, 2025. Ọdún yìí. Court approved today's detention of Boko Haram suspect arrested in Osun State. That means pé àwọn tó já weapon fún wọn Kwara, wọ́n wá move weapon yẹn gbanúgbó títí tó fi dé Osun State, tó fi set up camps síbẹ̀. An order is hereby made enabling the State Security Service, aka DSS, / applicant to detain the respondent, àwọn Boko Haram, for 60 days pending the conclusion of investigation. I'm sure with 60 days ti pé now. Let's look at it. January 10 ní article 10 January to February, that's 30 days. February to March, that's 60 days. Àti wà ní May, àdìgbọ́n kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́. Case yẹn ọ̀dẹ̀ wá síta mọ́ again. Why is that case? Okay, bí a kò lè ti pé 60 days, bí a ṣe máa pé 60 days ní month yìí ni, tàbá ní ká má ka January mọ́, ká mú láti February to March, 30 days. March to April, ó ti pé 60 days now. The question now is, ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ DSS pé kí ló dé tí kéèsì yóò ti wá sí Supreme Court àbí High Court l'Abuja? Mo kí gbogbo yẹn wá. Why? This is a country that is abating and protecting the terrorists against the citizen. And we can no longer live together in such a country. We can no longer live together in such a nasty country that cannot protect its own citizens. Nigeria is a failed state, and there's nothing you can say anymore. We need to go. But Tinubu is not going to let you go, because Tinubu has an ambition to go further for 2027, and it's going to be a battle between us and him. Battle new. Don't let anybody fool you that Irene is a real battle, but it has to be. You cannot have conventional war with any army around the world. But what you can do to defeat them is to mobilize your people and tell them why you are mobilizing them for, which is what we have been doing in the last 5 years. We are mobilizing our people, and so far on our people rise up, not to defend, Tinubu, not to attack him, but we are mobilizing them because we are under siege of Fulani that have destroyed not just us, but destroy our true identity that Britain is working with. Let's go further. A federal high court in Abuja has given the State Security Service, the DSS, to go ahead to detain 10 suspected terrorists who had planned to launch a Boko Haram and ISWAP cell in Osun State for 60 days pending the conclusion of the investigation. They are watching the investigation law. Justice Emeka, in a ruling on the expert motion moved by the DSS lawyer Y.I. Umar, another Fulani man, I can tell you that. Umar Todaruko yen Fulani gidi ni gbogbo wọn. You know what they've done for a very long time before Tinubu came to power? Gbogbo structure DSS patapata is under a Fulani caliphate. Gbogbo security apparatus of Nigeria has always been under the Fulani caliphate. When Tinubu came to power, he started taking out these out. Oh yeah, remove the IG, Fegbeto Kunsi, the Yoruba man. Even though his tenure has expired, Tinubu refused to let him go. Because Tinubu is still the Yoruba me to make replace it. Lagbaja was put as the chief of defense staff. He was killed. People know that Lagbaja was killed. They took him out. But one person that stands out is the new director of the DSS, Ogun State. Maybe some of you don't know. It's from Ogun State. The current director general of the Department of the State Services in Abuja is Adiola Oluwatosin Ajayi. Is from Ogun State, my state. As usual, very intelligent Yoruba people, but he's doing the job that he believes he has to do as somebody that has been with the DSS that will have never had the privilege to have been in the top. Power. But what Adiola cannot do is that it does not matter his own say as the director. Half of them are Fulanis. I hope you understand how this game is working. When you are saying that, why are they not doing anything? Adiola is giving directives. Go after the Boko Haram and take them out. Do investigation and present it to the court. But there's always a delay because the shaitan of Sokoto, the devil, to put any sultan, Omo Usman Dan Fodio, Omo Pawon lawon ko awon Fulani síta. Come and ṣe jàǹbá fún gbogbo wa. So as much as Adiola wants you to have a free passage of traveling across Nigeria without being attacked by Boko Haram, he cannot control all the Fulanis that are in the DSS because they're not going to listen to him. The worst thing you can have is an organization where you have people that are disloyal to you. Even if, as me, Koikimedia, if my staff wants to compromise me, they know what they will do. And they will compromise the whole Koikimedia. And the brand continue to be destroyed underneath. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So not that DSS is not working, but the working is not going to show because the half of the population of the DSS in Abuja and across Nigeria today are all Fulanis. Most of them, you might think that they are not red. And when you will, Fulani DSS in Abuja. They have sent them to Italy, Spain, America to go and do training, 2 days training, 3 days training. Mone Uncle Connie, Murtala Mohammed Airport. All these flights, plane could land. And every time they should send him for training, they're not sending him to training. He comes to London. I've seen him a few times when it comes to London. Go to the Barbary movement. Send them for training abroad. One call us training to one is Zaria. Why be on Wusa? Say what the Maroka Wusa Fulani ni won. Them Fulani yato si Awusa. Why be on yen loss abroad while us training? Consequently, one can not us training no. What they now do is they squeeze them. They squeeze instead of going for a training like going to take 10 days. What squeeze one we call us 4 days. So it has been the game by the Fulanis. That's why the whole system that Tinubu wants to create is wasting his bloody time. Who can waste time already? And Tinubu might end up being killed by the same set of people that killed Abiola. So as we have a Yoruba man that is from Ogun State, you will expect that the kidnapping, they can trace them. Why are they not tracing them? He's giving them the directive, they're not listening to him. And it cannot be everywhere. And one more because she mad she mama compromise in that department because only head loto, but it shall only your lie to my fikuro. This is why we're saying to all these Yorubas that are burning their energy, Wale Edun, Kadoso, they are bloody wasting their time because Gbogbo policy. Where is the policy that Yemi Osinbajo did while he was in Buhari? Because they work with Tinubu, Ambosi. So when those of you that are saying that Jaka ban for 2027, okay. So Tobawa is only 2031. Kilo Mashele. I don't think some of you know that the North will never allow Nigeria to prosper. We know because we've had it from a Hausa guy. Only you better cut Hausa out of Nigeria if you want to progression. And there's nothing called Hausa because 1806, the Fulanis have already invaded Hausa land. So what you have today is Fulani kingdom, not Hausa kingdom anymore. So let's go back to the article before we go back to number 3 of what I was reading about helicopter that landed in Kwara State. You might start thinking, kilo wa nínú helicopter yẹn? Ṣóúnjẹ ló wá deliver ni àbẹ́pọ̀n? Your guess is as good as mine. So when some of you are saying that, lóòótọ́ gbogbo tẹ́ ń sọ yìí, ìbẹ́ ìnáwó lẹ́nu máa jáde, yes, but we must continue to tell ourselves the truth. for those that are still in doubt, the Yorubas that are playing with their lives, that they want to fix Nigeria because Tinubu is there. Tinubu knows very well that the country is dead. Just like Yugoslavia was dead. But the leaders of Yugoslavia refused to accept the truth, and nothing but the truth, that this country died and the indigenous people wants to move on. And eventually, they refused to allow the people to move forward. And that led to a lot of crises. And I have this from Babawa Ajala as one of the things he sent to me some few months back during this movement. Dissolution is the solution. It is time for us to exercise this power of sovereignty that we have wasted and sold under the guise superiors elections over the years. I can parọ́ fúnra wa, ká lọ vote, ó máa fún wa ní future. I read Tinubu's post on his Twitter handle telling the gullible Nigerians again the lies that the politicians are very good at. And I'm trying to pull that up quickly. Many things we're doing simultaneously so that many of you can understand the game is back on again by the politicians. If you're expecting any governance from Tinubu for the next 2 years, to Traitor, there will be no more governance because that died a long time ago. I quote May 27, official handle of Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the X, the President Commander-in-Chief, which is what he wanted to be, because MKO could not have it, even though they've given MKO, but MKO died. So Tinubu is enjoying exactly what he believes that many Yoruba people that would have loved to. He has what it takes to have been what he has been today. But the future of the Yoruba is no longer in Nigeria. He can deny it in his own heart. But Babakitoye have told him in a letter that I'll be reading again tonight, or this morning. The end of Nigeria is coming. It will be bloody. There's no doubt about it. But Yoruba people will be free, Biafra will be free, Hausa will be free, Ijaw will be free. Nigeria will be destroyed. There's no doubt about it in my mind. There will not be election in 2027. There will be a civil war by the Fulani against the rulers of Nigeria. We cannot wait for such. We are better off to prepare as we are right now and wait for the call, the trumpet, to troop out and demand our right that will lead to our declaration and our independent country. Whoever doesn't want that, fuck you, I say. We are not going to wait for you. We will go ahead without you bastard Yoruba people that wants to keep us in Nigeria so that Fulani can come and kill us with their economic plan as Dangote and BOA. Destroy the Yoruba economy against their own. We will destroy Nigeria from top to bottom. Nigeria will not exist again. If you want to die with this world, you better die now. Bomb bastards. Look at the lie Tinubu says again. Let me use my glasses because of my eye. Another 419 drug lord. Think that we can be fooled by all this nonsense write-up by some of his writers, because Tinubu is not on social media. He told us that he doesn't like social media. So somebody's writing this and posting this rubbish. And bastard Yoruba people will go and be laughing and say, yes, we told you, Yoruba people, leave liberation now and come and join Tinubu. Idiot all over the place. Today, I celebrate the heartbeat of our nation. It don't go better for you with your nation. It don't go better for whoever wrote this and whoever is behind it. What nation? Is Tinubu a bastard? So is he telling me that Babakitoye doesn't know what he's talking about? That Nigeria is just a mere geographical location. Which nation is Nigeria? What is the land of Nigeria? bastard Yoruba people telling us to shut up. And it's surely they will go into delay. Idiots. You will see what is going to happen when we come out. I am saying it now. If you think that you're coming out for a rally, you will be killed. You will prepare for whatever is going to come our way. I've said it. You don't allow enemies to kill you. You kill them back. Today I celebrate the heartbeat of our nation, our children. Which children? I just told you that a young child was killed in Kwara State. Olori Bruku Tinubu cannot tell me that he did not know that. He knows. Which children is he talking about? She omoto Bini Badon me 2 weeks ago. Omo Koko Toju Sinomi. Lofi Bamiso. Which children is he talking about? Bomb bastard Tinubu telling me rubbish. All these criminal politicians. You know, go better for every single one of you. We will destroy everything. You would think we are joking. You would think you are joking. Latin list. You're not running anywhere. See any bloody way. If you think you're going to run away through the borders, people are waiting for you at the border. One bastard, then you lose. If you try to run out when the rally starts and think you will run out of Nigeria. We will all be in Nigeria when it happens. One bastard all over the place. You are not just our future. You are our leaders. You think that you can gaslight us with all this nonsense right up from the British Empire. You are not just our future. You are now our leaders, our light, our reason to build a better Nigeria. You don't go better for whoever wants to build a better Nigeria, whether now your pastor, now your imam, you don't go better for every single one of them. Any surely you don't go better for every single one of you. If anybody ever tell us that you want to build a better Nigeria, what fucking better Nigeria? You don't go better for every single one of you. It's surely. That Nigeria will be destroyed. We will destroy it. You will not enjoy it anymore. Oh, dear. Bomb bastard all over the place. I want you to join the better and stuff. You're going to build a better Nigeria. You had 26 years, all these bastard politicians, past and present. Fayoshi stole billions. They can't jail him. If it's in the prison. Do you know how many Yoruba people that are innocent living in the prison in the last 5 years? Every child deserves to grow up safe. Did you hear that? Tinubu is telling us that every child will let to be in a safe place. Are you safe? Why is Tinubu moving with every convoy? Koshimalo quietly with 4 convoy. Even without every convoy, they can blow up that bridge, the Fulanis. Bastard politicians, criminal politicians all over the place that have destroyed Yoruba land for their own selfish gain. You're going nowhere. Every one of us will be at home when the rally starts. Ever try to face loss anywhere. At a marking it down. Loss anywhere. If you try to salo, she be shake Gunmen padà yẹn. Wọ́n máa lé gbogbo yín padà. Bí plane yìí bá ṣe land, wọ́n máa dá padà. Because we are monitoring every one of you, even if you're going to fly out from Ghana or Cotonou or wherever you want to fly out from. Because I don't think that airport will be functioning when that rally starts. We know that. We will board that the people will be waiting for you. And one more fear. I want to do what that the and one more only opportunity. No vehicle will move into the border when we start the rally. We will all witness it together. Every child deserves to grow up safe, heard, and free from fear. This is what Tinubu wrote December 27, Democracy Day. I think they're fooling us as they've done for 26 years. Bullying, violence, and neglect have no place in our home, schools, or digital space. Under the Renew Hope agenda, we are taking bold action from reforming laws to strengthen community protection system and expanding nutrition, healthcare, and education. And today, I am launching the See Something, Say Something, Do Something. You know what word I use all the time? You see something, you say it. I'm gonna copy. See it, say it, sorted. That's the way we use it in UK. Tobatiri. Look, I can be in my house in the UK and I can just look at my window and I feel uncomfortable with the car. I have the right to call the police. The car come on me, but I won't feel comfortable with it. A patrol will be sent and they'll ring me back and say, Mr. Koiki, everything is fine. Thank you very much. Try police station and do anything. This is 4 a.m. If call any station in your local government right now. Because shut any telephone line. You see why they have deceived us for too long. Equip to ground station here. Call any police station. This is 4 o'clock in the morning. Call any police station right now. You see why we cannot wait in Nigeria anymore? Why we need to exit this bastard country called Nigeria that British created? Why we need to dissolve right now as dissolution is the solution. It is time for us to exercise the power of sovereignty. Affect sovereignty wapada. And that means our heart must be strong and we must remain focused. No. Ready. Our mind. To prepare. Our mind, we must know what we really want. Sovereignty. Sovereignty. Rally is just the stepping stone to the next stage. That we have wasted. Britain, wasted 65 years of our lives. All the politicians that I've mentioned, especially those recent governors, they are not even up to 70 years old. That means Baba Kitoye is 30 years older than every fuckery of one of them. Baba Kitoye is 30 years plus older than all your governors in Yorubaland today, including Kwara and Kogi State. Baba Kitoye Bateju, he mean by 40 years. And all these bastard politicians will now come and tell us again that another election is 2027. The same election that you have not even given the people to do what they call free access to vote for who they want. Election return ballot box, ballot box, election in that nonsense and 419 country like Britain rigged the election in 1959. Bomb bastard all over the place. Wicked politicians. We know where you live. All your houses have been marked down. We know every single of your movement. I'll leave it like that. Plate number moto yin pata ti wa lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ kó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ ní sórí rẹ gbogbo yín. Ó kù díẹ̀ chinchin nínú mo kàn fún yín. Èyí tó kù wọ́n ní Koiki ò ní láti sọ kan sọ fún yín ni. Bóun ẹ̀ kó lọ change mọ́tò ẹ̀. Àwọn tó monitor ẹ̀ wọ́n monitor lójoojúmọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe monitor wa làwa náà monitor yín. Gbogbo groups yín pátá làwa náà ẹ̀ àti infiltrate gbogbo groups yín. Gbogbo WhatsApp group ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú pátá PDP ní APC ní títí kan ti ṣòwò rẹ̀. We've infiltrated every single one of you. You think we are joking this time around? Take one step, we will take 6 steps. And not say suru. And you can we go on rally mad. I just suru. Shendola bele. Good. This was Ango Abdullah, which you saw in a summary in his various write-up. This amalgamation isn't working. Therefore, it has to be dissolved. But you know, Tinubu will dissolve only. olè kí ló mú padà láti UK Tinubu, iṣẹ́ wo ló ṣe, pension wo ló ti gbà l'Amẹ́ríkà, savings wo ló ní that you return back in 1999 and you become Jagaban. Tó bá ṣe pé olè tó jà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni, olè níwọ náà, olè níyẹn Tinubu, gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ, olè ajíbolè, ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan ló ràn lára ẹ, kò sí nǹkan tó lè fi wá ṣe, olè. Àmọ́ bí a Fúlàní gan ni ẹ, mo suspect pé Fúlàní Tinubu ò kì í ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá. Tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ni bàbá tó lè bí ẹ lọ́mọ máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́, ìwà wa máa sọ fún wa pé kílò kà níbẹ̀ nísìn pé the future wo ló ń sọ, olè ìwọ náà tún fi tà wá fún àwọn West, àwọn Fúlàní tà wá, ìwọ náà tún tà wá lọ, òkú díẹ̀. Ẹ sọ fún Ṣèyí Tinubu, kìlọ̀ fún bàbá ẹ̀ tó ń tẹ̀ ń pera yín, ìwà ti bàbá ẹ̀ àti rẹ̀ ní Tinubu ẹ̀ tó gbogbo ẹni wọn fi sọ ẹ̀ tó ń tẹ̀ ń pera yín. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ya sí títì, ẹ̀ tó ń tẹ̀ ń pera yín. O ní jẹ́ gọ́vnà Lagos State, kàkà kó di gọ́vnà Lagos State, I destroy gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá àti gbogbo government house and everything will be fucking destroyed. Ẹni sọ́ọ́ lè mú sọ. Kàkà kó di gọ́vnà Lagos State yẹn, ẹnu ẹ̀ lájọ wà, ẹnu ẹ̀ ní gbogbo àjọ wà. Let's go back to Angola. Ango Abdullah. Only what election are you all doing? Which fake election? Which olórí burúkú election? Go and collect your PVC olóṣì. Gbogbo ètò ti gbà láti jẹ́ ìkìlọ̀ fi fún ẹ, fi gba cup rice. Yorùbá nation yìí ti ń pẹ́ jù o. No, èyí tó ti ń ṣe látijọ́ election tó ti ń ṣe látijọ́ ìkìlọ̀ fi ṣe. You keep quiet and wait for instruction. That's all I can tell you. Keep quiet and wait for instruction. Kò jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ lè dáadáa. It has to be dissolved, and it will be dissolved. It's either it is dissolved by peace or it will be dissolved by war. Economy. If you don't want peace, American military men say go and prepare for war, and you cannot fight a war with Nigerian government, conventional war. We will do this. We will do 10 times what IRA did with Britain. 10 times what IRA. Go and look at the history of the IRA, the Irish. Mẹ́wàá kan tí wọ́n ṣe fún Britain la máa ṣe fún Nàìjíríà. Mẹ́wàá, not one, not two, not three. Mẹ́wàá kan tó ṣe fún Nàìjíríà, gbogbo ni mo fi sọ. Ẹ má yẹ ká sọ̀t kínní peacefully. Wàá rò kó lè gbénu ilé ẹ ṣe lọ pati, Fúlàní máa blow yín mọ́nu pati tẹ̀ lọ yẹn ni. Wàá ju bọ́ǹbù síbẹ̀ wá pa gbogbo yín dànù, ẹ̀yin olùṣọ́mọ Yorùbá. Àná àwa nínú problem, ẹ̀yin ṣe pati lójoojúmọ́, ẹ̀yin ṣe bí pé kò kàn yín, àbí ṣèbí torí pé wọ́n ti ṣe bá Àbújá lọ́fẹ́ blow níjọ́ ni. O rò pé mi máa àwa la fẹ́ blow yín, àwa kọ́ la fẹ́ blow yín, àwọn Fúlàní ló máa blow gbogbo yín dànù. We saw the suicide bomber in Abuja. Choma no ojú ń dùn ẹ̀. Then our life have been wasted for 110 years if we play back to 1914. Ìyẹn ò tí tó at 46. Mo ń ṣe ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire látòkè délẹ̀ mo kí ẹ máa bí bomb bastard. 46 years old ni mí. Wàá sọ pé mo mọ̀ tí mo ń ṣe kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire ní kíbi tó bá wà ògùn pa ẹ́. A peaceful dissolution is the next recourse. That's what we have been campaigning for. A peaceful resolution. If you think we are joking, I am 46 years old. I have no fucking business in the UK anymore. And if I think America, so you get a ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lè mi wà ẹni ṣoríire. Mo wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá báyìí. Ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Ilé ò lè gba gbogbo wa pátá ni mo sọ. Ilé ò lè gba gbogbo wa. Ilé yìí kò lè gba gbogbo wa. Àtọ́ba o àti ìjòyè o. Ilé ò lè gba gbogbo wa. Ẹ nílé rìn. Ṣèbí torí pé ẹ̀sìn ráyè rìn ni lẹ ṣe ń ṣe mi kẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀sìn ráyè rìn ni. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lè rìn, ẹ wá mọ̀ tá a máa ṣe fún yín gbà yẹn. But we can still have a peaceful dissolution. Tó bá fi gbé labroad, kọ́ máa gbé labroad. I've lived abroad for too long. Òrìbójú mi ṣe ń dán l'Áfíríkà. Mo mu mango kan lánàá níbà yìí. Mo rò pé mo mu rẹ́rìí ní UK. Mango tó ti fi chemical oríṣiríṣi pò. A peaceful dissolution is the next recourse. This is imperfectly 1914 amalgamation. perfectly. Olórí burúkú ayé àtọ̀run ní Britain. Olórí burúkú ayé àtọ̀run ní Britain. Olórí burúkú ní gbogbo ìran wọn tó kó wa sínú wàhálà yìí. Olórí burúkú ayé àtọ̀run ní wọn. For putting us in this situation. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn tó bá sign amalgamation pẹ̀lú wọn. Kò bá ìjọba ni, kò bá jẹ́ whoever. Wọ́n ní ṣoríire gbogbo wọn. Ìtọ́ bá ti kú àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Ẹ kó gbogbo wa sínú wàhálà tàwa yìí. Tàwa ní ká yọra wa kúrò. Under the leadership of Baba Akintoye, èyí kan wá sọ fún wa pé ó ti ń pẹ́ jù. Ṣé Tinubu ló fẹ́ yọ yín ni? Ṣé Dangote ló máa yọ yín? Ṣé o lè ṣe tí Gbòho lè ṣe? Ṣé o lè ṣe? O rò pé Gbòho dùn mọ́ nínú ni? Ọdún mẹ́ta wọ́n ti síta. O sọ pé ó ti pẹ́ jù. Ó èlò ní wọ́n ti kó sílẹ̀. Ọmọ etí Gbòho ti lose. Ọmọ etí bàbá yìí ti lose. Nígbà tí ẹ máa tiẹ̀ tọ́ tájọ́ pàdé, nígbà tó wá ní nígbà tá a fẹ́ lọ ṣòkú bàbá, òkú ìyàwó bàbá. Ló ṣe change sofa tó ń jókòó sínú ilé ẹ̀. Mo sunkún ni. Olówó. Ó wá dẹni tó kọ̀ rán gbé láàrin. I don't like talking about him all the time because I can cry. The dafun ní ṣoríire. Wọ́n tó ń sọ pé ó ti pẹ́ jù. Pọ́n bastard. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún ẹ. Ṣé o rò pé ń dùn mọ́ Ìgbòho nínú tó ń gbé níta ni? Wọ́n mú gbogbo property wọ́n ti pa wọ́n bàjẹ́. Kí ni nǹkan mélòó tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ lára tiẹ̀? O lè kanjú tó Ìgbòho ni. O rò pé kò kanjú ni. O rò pé ó dùn mọ́ nínú kó jókòó síta. You think it's cheap in Cotonou that he lives with his whenever he travel from Ghana to bá wá sísàlẹ̀? Èèyàn nílé ní Soka. Ọmọ mansion ẹ̀ ni. I live in that mansion for more than 5 months. I went into his bedroom many times. I know the kind of lifestyle he was living. Air conditioning nínú Ìgbòho ọ̀npá 24/7. That AC never goes quiet. Ó wá dẹni tí kò sí air conditioning nínú ibi tó ń gbé. Ó ní ṣoríire wọ́n tó bá tún sọ pé Ìgbòho kò ní dá fún. Bàbá ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire, ìyá ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire, àwọn family ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire. Ogun máa pa gbogbo family ẹ̀ ní. Anybody tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ sórí tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lóye anyhow ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire. Ikú máa pa gbogbo yín ni. Anybody tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lóye anyhow. The sacrifice that this man has given is just too much. Ẹ sanwó fún ni. Wà dẹni tí ó ń ṣí window odindi olówó. Ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o. Mò ń bọ̀ fún ẹni máa egun. Jẹ́ lọ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn. Fídíò tó ní kò ṣe pé wọ́n náà ti ṣí àkáǹtì Ìgbòho. Wàá gbọ́rọ̀ bó fi farabalẹ̀ lọ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn. Ìwọ máa egun general ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni máa ránṣẹ́ sí lọ́la. Jẹ́ ń gbọ́ fídíò yẹn. Àfi kí n má gbọ́ pé o sọ pé wọ́n ti ṣí àkáǹtì Ìgbòho kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀ tó bá wà láyé kò ní dá fún. Tí ìyẹ́ bá ti kú kò ní dá fún gbogbo generation ẹ̀. Mo sọ pé wọ́n ti ṣí àkáǹtì olóyè Ìgbòho. Ṣé mi wá ń parọ́ ni? Kò ní dá fún ẹ máa yegun. Ò ní ṣoríire níbikíbi tó bá wà. Àwọn ọmọ ní jẹ́ oníjèrè àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ò ní jèrè àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Tó ń parọ́ mọ́ Ìgbòho pé wọ́n ti ṣí àkáǹtì. Ṣé àwọn ń fi yẹn ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ni? Ṣé mo wá ń jáde mo sọ pé mo ń parọ́ mọ́ Ìgbòho pé wọ́n ti àkáǹtì tí mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti ṣí àkáǹtì yẹn? Olùṣòlórí burúkú jókòó sí Scotland òní wọ́n ti ṣí àkáǹtì Ìgbòho. O gbọ́dọ̀ fún wa ní evidence ẹ̀kọ́ ti ṣí àkáǹtì Ìgbòho. Ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ lórí social media yìí. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ àlàáfíà máa tiẹ̀ jẹ́ farabalẹ̀ kí n lọ wo fídíò yẹn. Máa sì tó bá dọ̀la máa fún ẹ ní details yẹn. A máa bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ lórí social media ni. Ìgbòho tó ń gbé inú ilé tó ń gbé ní Ìbàdàn. Yàrá tèmi gan sùn tó fún mi. Ó ní kí n má pa èsì yẹn. Mo ní bá mi ilé ètùtù ìfẹ́ mi. Ó ní kí n fi sílẹ̀ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. Iná tí Ìgbòho ń lò ó fún títì 10 níná. Ó wá dẹni tó ń gbé ní Kútọ́nù tó ń tán ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín pátápátá. Ó kù díẹ̀ fún gbogbo yín. Ó kù díẹ̀. A peaceful dissolution. A peaceful dissolution is the next recourse. This fucking amalgamation needs to go. Kò ní dá fún Britain lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Kò ní dá fún Britain. Ó kù díẹ̀ fún gbogbo yín. Yorubaland yẹn ò ní gbé Britain ni mo sọ. Ó kó gbogbo kingdom. Ó mú wọn kó wọn papọ̀. Ibo gbọ́nkọ̀ tá à ń sọ àwọn olórí burúkú wa máa bú wa àwa náà ń bú wọn. Haúsá gbọ́nkọ̀ tá à ń sọ àwọn yẹn tó bá wà ní north àwọn èèyàn they believe in one Nigeria. Ọlọ́pàá ń dá wọn dúró ọlọ́pàá wọn anybody nínú one Nigeria wọn. If you live in the north, you will realize that you are in a different part of another country because it's chasing one. Oh, yeah, to the southwest. They don't respect any law. They don't respect any law in the north. Any small thing, they will spark and destroy anything. But our are patient because civilization ti wà pẹ̀lú àwa tipẹ́. Yoruba groups of kingdoms was joined with the Caliphate, the Emirate nations, the Igbo Republican state, and other smaller nations have gone through continuous bloodletting. Mo fẹ́ respond to your condition. Olórí burúkú pọ̀ láàrin wa, they are born bastard. And that's all I need to do. So I don't need to mention what he says. But in the body, Olórí burúkú will just take you out. Okay? Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí platform yẹn tẹ́ ka nonsense tẹ́ni yẹn sọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo ti yọ wèrè dànù. Àwọn olórí burúkú, àwọn ọmọ àlè. Àwọn tí bàbá yín ò jẹran gidi. Ẹlòmíì gan bí ẹ lọ ṣe súná yín nígbà tó bí yín. Ṣọ́ ṣe súná fún yín nígbà tó bí yín. Ṣọ́ ṣe 7 days fún yín. Ẹ̀yin olùṣẹ́yìn ọmọ kéékèèké tẹ́ wà lórí social media. Idiot all over the place. Kele you charge me. Tiku. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa níbo mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mad people all over the place. Kẹ́ẹ̀dárí Ọlámilékan. Mr. Lawale Moki. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi fún mi lọ́lá Bello. Moki ya bàbá mi Rahim Abbas. Aziz Shakiru Moki èèyàn yìí. Olórí burúkú ọ̀lẹ̀ wálé. Kí ló fẹ́ wá ṣe nílé? Scotland tó ń gbé àná ló máa wà. Bomb bastard. Ṣé Scotland ilẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀? Moki Masby. Moki Mr. Nuruddin. Gani Olóyèdè Moki ẹ̀. Ẹ máa retí interview Martin Masby. Ó ń prepare lọ́wọ́ kò ní pẹ́ jáde. Moki Mr. Stephen. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Our life has been wasted for more than 110 years. In that fucking shit old country tó ń pè Nigeria. Ìlú òṣì, ìlú èrè. Inshallah, we shall get to our promised land. Islam is a peaceful religion in the southwest. It's not a peaceful religion in the north. Jihadist ni wọ́n. Is a peaceful religion in the southwest. I can say it anywhere. Ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n, baby girl. Ẹni ṣé ìyà ń jẹ àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà ìṣá tàbá continue 2027. Ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n, but they're scared and they're worried. But the scare part of it is what Baba Akintoye has diffused by telling Tinubu. Báyọ̀ ní kọ lẹ́tà kankan sí Tinubu mọ́. Ẹ má rò pé lẹ́tà kankan tó máa jáde mọ́. That's the final letter. Orí Tinubu tó fi pé yẹn, orí ẹ̀ máa pé. Mo ń bọ̀ wá ka lẹ́tà yẹn fún ilé nǹkan sí. Moki Unique Baby, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thanks for joining. Tony Aegis. Then, even in Europe, I'm about to see number 3 of the Intercent Similarity Quora because I've been going different places. Moki Yoruba Nation Lafayette TV, gbogbo Hong Kong. Mr. Taiwo Oluwasegun, Sheffield Kolawole, good morning. Olatunji Table, good morning. Moki ní gbogbo Imo State. We saw how ritual continue in every part of Nigeria. Enugu, ẹ̀rí babaláwo tó ń rí èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀. odindi ẹni tó lóyún lórí ìsábẹ́ ilé ẹ̀. We saw it, the video is online in Enugu. It's the same thing náà ló ń ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ayodeji Bolaji Mokia, thank you so much. Johnson and Johnson, Bubu UK. Abiodun Wasiu, good morning, I love you too. We wait as our leaders will give us further details. I am waiting as you are waiting. Everybody will wait. But that will not distract. We must realign our focus. Sule Ade Moki, Taiwo Alasi, good morning. Abiodun Wasi, good morning. Adewale Venture, thank you so much. Olakunle, good morning. Olademeji Oyeyemi, good morning. And that is on that side. Let's come back. Good morning. Babatunde Ni, which useless PVC? We are tired of voting all the time. Benny, Nigeria has no single hope to be sincere. Some kings there are supposed to be rulers. They are the major problem. Abeg King Charles, they cannot deny, they know that I'm saying the truth. Mokila and Mr. Babatunde Ni, Ifagbemi. Tosin Michael, good morning. Isabel, Oye, Consola, Ayegbokiki, Eshegoni, good morning. Mokini Bugbo Ibadan. Good morning, Mr. Owo Kenny. Yami Toyin Olaoye. Àwọn sister wa ìfẹ́lódùn àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá. Àwọn tí olóyè Ìgbòho 5 and 6 ni quietly working. We love you, we appreciate you. Banki Kentos, Kaki president now. Babatope Sukanmi Moki, Ashiri Koko Elédùmarè, good morning. Gbogbo Dublin náà wẹ̀ ló wà. Okikiola Moki Adébáyọ̀ Emmanuel. Moki Yawa Taiwo Lijadu, Yadada, Yalale Barika. Wallahi, Obi Dani Kinra, gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ti gbẹ mọ́ bíbá. Màá ní láti ní kọ́ra mi. I've been very busy. I'm not doing money. Love you too much. Some of you don't know what this country has done to some of our mothers. What if you are Jemogon? Adupe, I want to adroti. It's not easy not to have your children around you. That's the pain that some people are going through. This country has put a lot of pain in our heart, and we react sometimes with that pain. Pain Tigbo won't go through. Some of you don't know it. I know the pain. I don't have to tell you what pain. But it's going through a lot of pain. But most of the fighter pain is going through is that way. When we have what it takes, if we all work together simultaneously. But people don't want to work with him. Wickedness. They don't want to work with him. Rather, they want to make sure they compromise this movement and destroy Igboho and sell him out as they did in 2021. They did it. Most of Igboho jókòó sí Germany for now and give the instructions underneath. Traitors all over the place. Europe maturi iteshini 2021 she. Ibi torí pé I was a little bit far away there nígbà yẹn. This time around, I've told him a lot of things, especially the few times we had the privilege to be together, especially in January. Those days in January that we spent together in London, I told him a lot of things. And I'm grateful that the wife also told him a lot. So tó bá rò pé wà compromise olóyè Ìgbòho òun gangan ló máa forí ẹ̀ fàgbọ̀n. So better ìgbà yẹn tẹ́ ń béèrè pé gbà ló fẹ́ jáde a máa ní sùúrù fún olóyè àti bàbá Akíntóyè. Bá ti lè ní sùúrù bọ́ sí títì kẹ́ máa pariwo Yorùbá Nation rally kẹ́wọ́n tí Tinubu máa forí yín ṣe. But if we go together, nobody can forí wa ṣe anything. Okay? And that's why we have to wait for this man. And Baba Akíntóyè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá mi Táíwò Lèjádù, Màmá dáadáa. our beautiful mother, Ọlọ́run foríjì sister wa, mommy wa, ìbejì. Aziz Badeshere, my brother. Mr. Biodun Oluwole ní talk without reasonable action, unity first. Ara talk yẹn náà ló máa mú action jáde. Ẹ̀yin náà kẹ́ ṣe ìjọba lè ṣe. You cannot gain unity from every one of us. Kan náà lọ tún ló kú nísìn 15 minutes ago lọ́sẹ̀ posted a sad incident involved a lady named Bridget. She passed away in her room and her body started to decay with maggots. Her neighbors only noticed after several days. You see? Àwọn ibi tó kú sí báyìí. One of the most painful deaths. Kíyàn kú kó máa mọ̀ loneliness. Kí ni mo ṣe ń sọ nísìn? Around 15 minutes ago, I checked the GMK. Osha posted 15 minutes ago. A sad incident involving a lady named Bridget Stephen happened. She passed away in her room and her body started to decay with maggots. Shockingly, her neighbors only noticed after several days. Bridget passing away was surprised that she seemed well until then. Her doors and windows were shut, her phone had no battery, but she was still listening to music with her earphone on. There were no signs of struggle before her unfortunate death. It is worth considering if our phones and internet contribute to our loneliness. We often get so absorbed in our screen. Loneliness gan ko ló máa ń pààyàn. In tó ń pààyàn lábroad nìyẹn. Ẹ̀rọ pààyàn tó wà lábroad inú wọn dùn ni. Loneliness ni. Tọ́lọ́run bá tẹ̀ tó wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tó bá lọ tó wá lọ nẹ́nì kankan tẹjọ́ ń gbé. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe o, mo kàn lo statement yẹn ni o. Tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n nìkan ló ń dá gbé, àwọn ọmọ ti lọ. Òtún wá lọ́kọ bí ọkọ ti bá tiẹ̀ lọ ti bẹ́lòmíì lọ àbọ̀kọ ti kú. Loneliness. I don't think some of you know what is loneliness. Loneliness ló ń pààyàn. Loneliness kills faster than anything else. You wake up, o te kó tẹ̀ jí kó tẹ̀ ríyàn kan fọwọ́ gbá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bó tẹ̀ pẹ́ fẹ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń búra yín náà ni ìyá dìde kí ló tún dé? O mọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀tẹ̀ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ń rí nǹkan bára yín sọ̀rọ̀ abroad wọ̀ ríyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlòmíà tún lọ síbi iṣẹ́ títí. Terrible situation. Mo wo fídíò kan náà mo ti rí tẹ́lẹ̀ mo tún wò ní sinmi ṣe fẹ́ kọ́mọ sí Instagram mi fóònù yẹn shut down mo ti wá start again. Ilé kan tó wó ní Kòròdú ilé ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ níjẹta ni o again 2 days ago fídíò yẹn mo wò lórí Linda Ìkejì nísìn kò sí ambulance kò sẹ́ni kí ọkọ̀ lóde gbogbo wọn sínú mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá mo tẹ̀ kọ́ ló pé bí àwọn tó pààyàn ni wọ́n ibi inú ilé lọ ti kó wọn bọ́ta ẹ lọ wo fídíò yẹn lórí Linda Ìkejì Lagos State ní Kòròdú ilé yẹn wó òun ni victims being rescued from Lagos State wọ́n wá kó wọn sínú mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá wọ́n wá bọ̀m̀báàdì gbogbo wọn síbẹ̀ so owó tó ń mèkì ní Lagos State ọwọ́ ta ló wà ó wà lọ́wọ́ Tinubu náà ṣèbẹ́yìn náà lẹ́sẹ̀ pé fẹ́ràn Tinubu kí ló cost wọn bí accident ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ láti Kòròdú General Hospital kí ambulance bíi 6 ti débẹ̀ gbogbo oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ti débẹ̀ kọ́dẹ̀ máa kọ́ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan sínú ambulance èèyàn 2 ló lè kó sínú ambulance kọ́kọ́ wọn lọ ọwọ́ akógbó ẹ lọ wo fídíò yẹn ìlú yẹn ni wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ó ń bọ̀ wá dá orí ẹ̀ òpè ni mo sọ go and watch the video òun ni mo wò níwájú mi òun lélẹ̀ o rò pé mo ń ṣeré ni ẹgbọ́n ni see it ẹ̀ fi audio díẹ̀ sí o rò pàbá jókòó sí ìgbà tá à ń sọ fún mi torí wo bọ́ ṣe kó wọn torí bọ́ ṣe lóòdù wọn sínú mọ́tò torí wọn àwọn tọ́ṣẹ̀ rescue can you see it torí wọn ṣé country lélẹ̀ is this a country? àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá náà ni ó ṣe gbọ́ gbẹ́sẹ̀ wọlé ó máa jábọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n tó kàfí gbé wọn ìyẹn láwọn kan tó sọ pé Koiki you better don't waste your time because àwọn same people nísìn náà lọ máa ti wò mí I'm sure pàwọn kan báyìí nísàn ti rí mi láti ní kí n shut up. Èèyàn kan sọ pé àwọn olùsọ ọ̀rẹ́ wọn kan níbẹ̀. Ìyá ọdún fọrùn kẹ́ wọn, Mr. Lawale, kọ́lọ́mà fọrùn kẹ́ wọn ní yes, I lost a friend there. This is what I am fighting for, so that you have a good health care. Tinubu dẹ̀ sọ níbẹ̀ yẹn nísìn pé nínú nonsense tó kọ síbẹ̀ yẹn nísìn tẹ́ bá rántí tí mo ṣìkà nísinsìn. Today I celebrate the heartbeat of our nation. Ìyẹn ní Kòròdú táwọn èèyàn ti kú. Tí wọ́n ní ambulance. Ṣé Lagos State ò lówó láti fi ra ambulance? Ṣé wọ́n ti rà sọ́ ti ta ni? Ṣé rántí pé ní Kòròdú yẹn náà nìyẹn kan lọ hanga rẹ̀ tó gba kẹ̀kẹ́ márúwá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Gani last year. You are not just our future. Ṣé future làwọn ilé tó ń kó lọ sínú mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá yẹn? Ṣé future nìyẹn? Àwọn tó ìyẹn kọ́kọ́ rò pé bí àwọn tó criminal ni wọ́n ni tó ṣe ń bọ̀. I was confused bí àti mo kọ́kọ́ rí fídíò yẹn. Bí ṣe bínú building lọ ti kó wọn jáde, báwo lọ tún ṣe wá ń kó wọn sínú mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá báyìí? Àbẹ́lẹ́wọ̀n làwọn ilé ní àbí kinní kan. But they are humans that are living in the building. So when we sit here, we are angry, we are upset. Ìyẹn làwọn kan ṣe ní only 5% are ready. But 5% yẹn ló gbọ́dọ̀ rescue 95%. Ìyẹn kan tó wá ń sọ nísìnyí pé ká lọ wá unity mò ń bọ̀. Sórí unity yẹn náà la máa jókòó tì. Okay? Unity yẹn ni kẹ́ máa wá. Tí kò máa fi máa pa gbogbo wa. Ìyẹn kan lọ́nà kú nísìn. Àbúrò ìyàwó àlùkà 2 weeks ago lọ́nà bágà làwọn yẹn náà kú. Àwọn ilé kan wà yẹ kó ti dáwó kó ti tún kọ́. Nígbà tó kò sí nǹkan tó wá inspected. Wọ́n máa fi kọ́lé ẹ̀ máa reduce material tó máa lò. Definitely ilé yẹn máa collapse now. Ìgbà wo ni kò ní collapse? Ó máa láti collapse. And this is the reason why we are saying to our people that we need to exit. Nigeria is a death trap. Ó máa mú yàn méjì mẹ́ta lọ ni. And it will create pain in our heart. Tí bá jókòó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí máa sọ fún yín pé you will not live up to 52 years tá bá wà ní Nigeria. Ẹ máa rò pé rọ́ ni mo pa ẹni tó ń kú yẹn nísìnyí tá bá lọ wo age ó lè má ti kó 40 years old. I am 46. I have enjoyed life for 20 something years tí mo fi gbé ní UK. Life tí mo gbé ò tí lè gbé kò dìgbà tó bá ní owó. Gbogbo owó tó wà lákàùntì mi ní UK nísìnyí kò tó £300. Mo ní 220 kan síbi kan tí mo reserve torí máa sanwó lé mi. Mo ní £25 kan yẹn kan ṣe fún mi ní £25 kan wà níbẹ̀. Mo ní £2 kan níbì kan. Gbogbo owó tí mo ní lákàùntì mi kò tó £300, but mo ní fọkànbalẹ̀. Torí mo mọ̀ pé mo kàn fi support ìyàwó mi ni òun náà ṣiṣẹ́. So but ìwọ nísìn olówó òní ṣe ń gbá lákàùntì. Tó bá pè mí nísìn pé àwọn ọmọ òdúwà kankan hospital mo ní láti send owó sí wọn fún hospital bill. Wọ́n ti yọ yẹn lára tax mi. Mo ṣe send the message sí accountant mi £400 accountant mi náà ó máa charge mi. Because mo gbọ́dọ̀ submit the tax return mi before May 30. Ó ti ní kí n send gbogbo bank statement mi wá. Mo ti send yẹn ní last week náà ni mo send. Ṣé ní Thursday àbí? Mo send ẹ̀ sí níjọ́ Monday. Monday ni mo send ẹ̀ sí. Mo dẹ̀ ní kó sọ kí ni bíìlì mi. Orílẹ̀-èdè ní ebe yẹn kò ń ṣe blogging tí ẹ̀kan rò pé organization ni bíbá. So when we sit here, some of you think that we joke here. Ẹ̀rọ péré ni mo ń ṣe ní bíbá yìí. Bọ̀ òun lélẹ̀ nísìn accountant mi lélẹ̀ £400 ni bill mi tí mo ní láti san fún. Òun ló kọ sí bíbá yìí nísìn. Only dear Koiki Limited. Just a reminder that we have not received a payment for this invoice yet. Let us know if you have any question. Thanks for your business. Accountancy Service Limited. £400. Koikimedia Limited. Annual Accountancy Services. Last year, 500 in Moson. 2022, 500. So tó bá rò pé bóyá àkọ́jókòó síbí bá àmọ́ nǹkan tó yẹ ká lọ ṣe ni mo mọ tí mo lè lọ ṣe o. So yes, gbogbo wa ti ní àti ready, but let us just remain a little bit more patient for our leaders. O rò pé kóhùn èmi náà kí mi lọ máa lọ faṣẹ́ London kí n máa make owó ni. Ṣòro pé mo ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀nà mo ń ṣe láfíríkà nísìn mo kàn ń sùn mo ń jí. But sùn mo ń jí yẹn iṣẹ́ gidi ni, because every day my phone is on, calls máa wọlé throughout me. Advice, me a voice note, this, that, case oríṣiríṣi, ìtókàn mi. So let's remain patient. We are going to get our country. We will get that country. Either we get it by peace or we get it by war. Talk about if any peace. So let's go back. Our other channels quickly before we go further. 13 people are watching us. Because follow instruction. All my platforms, you need to have notification ready so that when I go live, you can be able to listen. So I can't help you more than that. We are trying our best. Forensic forensic in Nigeria. Forensic. Thank you so much, Mr. Olalekon. Wasted contraction. We call waste at 40 plus in Nigeria. Do you know what it means that you want to do something in your own land? Oh, recognition. Mukenta will Twitter to Twitter space. So let's go further because I think Barry, October philosophy, So when I'm tired, I'll go back to bed. But October philosophy, Odaro, the Baji can download the tool. Angle Abdullah. Only a dissolve kini peacefully. O ma dogun o. Torí ẹ̀ man sọ pé a máa jagun, no kò ṣe mi mú na máa jagun. Ó ti dogun already báyìí. Ango Abdullahi ní ẹ jẹ́ ká dissolve Nigeria. Dissolve Nigeria now so that peace could reign. But àwọn olóṣèlú ò fi dissolve because inú bẹ̀dọ̀ tí ń gbádùn ayé tí wọ́n bẹ̀ làwọn tí ń jẹ kókó ọbẹ̀ wọn ní Nigeria a gbọ́dọ̀ fọ́ sí wẹ́wẹ́ ni. Calabash yẹn a máa fọ́ ni mo kí ẹ must be ẹ máa dúró de must be àti Koikimedia mo travel lọ bá nínú Africa country tó wà ní mo travel kò easy láti lọ bá ẹni tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ mo kí ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun òní gbogbo àjọ ń ṣàìsùn ní sin ó yẹ kí must be náà ti máa sùn báyìí bàbá yìí náà ti sùn bàbá lẹ́kìtì lágo mẹ́rin àbẹ́bẹ́ lọ káṣù bá dẹ bàbá lẹ́kìtì náà wà lórí ètò kò sọ́run lójú gbogbo wa ṣé ìlú tí wọ́n mú jẹmùjẹyàn wá máa sùn because mọ the next plan àwọn Fúlàní dẹ̀ ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà gbogbo business tẹ́ ń ṣe Nàìjíríà Fúlàní ni mo kíyàwó kó must be ní fídíò wa máa jáde lẹ́ni tí mi àtẹ́jọ́ ṣe so kẹ máa retí ẹ̀ mo kí wọn medias wa láìfẹ́ nìkankan sílẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ kí bàbá wa Olóyè Ìgbòho is working round the clock èyí tẹ́ ní unity bàbá is working round the clock I don't have to disclose anything àti Olóyè sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá so he's working round the clock but I'm sure some of you will start noticing certain things within the next 48 hours but I didn't make it ali tẹ wá ní wọn jáde nínú yẹn you wait. You have to wait. Okay? Tó bá dẹ̀ lè wait. Bọ́ sí ìgboro Ìjẹ̀bú Òde kó máa ní Yorùbá Nation Rally. Kò kúkú sẹ́ni tó máa mú ẹ. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti mú ẹ. Wàá pe Koikimedia, Adépolóyè, Agbẹ́lẹ̀. But tá bá jáde lọ in groups, it's better than going out as single. Because fẹ́ jẹ́ kí nǹkankan ṣe any one of us. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń prepare the last part of it. And tó jú bá ń kán nínú group jáde kúrò nínú group jáde sí títì okay let's remain patient and when we are talking we are not attacking àwọn àtàjọ ṣe Yorùbá nation ṣe dáhùn tó believe yẹn àwọn là máa attack jù but ẹ máa mix ẹ pẹ àwọn àtàjọ ṣe Yorùbá nation ní Koiki bá àwọn yẹn ni mo ṣe ń bá wí because mo fẹ́ kọ́ gbọ́ràn now Ango Abdullahi sọ pé bloodletting distrust insincerity and the false pretense at unity nǹkan mẹ́ta yẹn ló ń ṣe wá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà nìsín ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń sùn lójoojúmọ́ ni mo kí Mr. Taiwo Alasi it shall end in praise bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bí àṣà lóye àwọn aláni sì àgbẹ̀yìn but we have to come with a strong energy bloodletting distrust Igbo gbọ́dọ̀ trust wa àdẹ gbọ́dọ̀ trust àwọn náà kódà lórí ìjàngbara àgbọ̀rọ̀ trust ara wa but ó better báwọn ṣe ń push káwa náà push kájọ owó Nàìjíríà káwá jọ ṣe kí ni kólúkálukú wá tètè ya maintain lane ẹ̀. Àwọn tó wà láàárín wa ẹ má wọrí nípa wọn. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ tó ń pè lófin ni, tẹ́ bá mọ tó ń pè lófin, òfin kan ò lè mú wọn nísìn torí ní Nàìjíríà ní gbogbo àjọ wà. Bó jẹ́ ká gba ìlú wa tán, gbogbo àrà tó ń dá ní gbogbo state wa yẹn tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn di King Kong, òfin ni wọ́n ṣẹ̀ máa kọ̀fin, ọmọ tó ń pè lófin law, wọ́n ṣẹ̀ máa kọ̀fin míì. Ṣé wá rí gbogbo táwọn sọ yìí tí kò yí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ before I go further into the broadcast again. Àwọn kan rò pé bóyá kìíní máa pẹ́, ó máa pẹ́ bákan bí àti pé Koiki, but one thing is, tí Nàìjíríà bá die between now and the next 2 years, tá bá pa nísìn ní kíákíá tí a gba independent country wa tó jáde, ṣe rí àwọn wòlíì kan tó máa ń ní àwọn ríran yẹn, then ẹ̀yin yá wá ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Ṣe rí àwọn fídíò kan wà tẹ́ máa ń send kan tí bàbá wòlíì náà sírò láàyè. I don't want to see all those kind of nonsense videos. Ó ní kó olóyè má lọ sin ìyá ẹ̀, olóyè rẹ̀ ti sìn yẹ́ ẹ̀, bọ́ tó ń circulate fídíò yẹn, ìyẹn kò ń ṣe prophecy mọ́, fake nìyẹn. But ẹ̀yin yá wa máa ń wà tó Koiki ṣo ti rí tí prophet náà sírò láì sọ, mo ní olóyè fúnra rẹ̀ gan wòlíì lòun náà. Yí bàbá confirm náà sọ̀rọ̀ pé kó lóyè má wá sílé o, tó bá wá o kíní kan àti síyá olóyè nísìn ó ti lọ pé 2 years báyìí. Wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ jáde nísìn o, ẹ má jẹ́ kó lóyè wá sílé o, Koiki àgbàgà ìgbògbò. Bàbá kúkú wà ní Germany tiẹ̀, oúnjẹ tọ̀ìtọ̀ ó ń tọ́jú àwọn ajá ẹ̀ àtàwọn ọmọ nílé wà ní Germany. So why are you worried? Ẹ̀yin má worry nípa ẹ̀. Ṣákírù wà nílé, èmi wà nílé, bàbá Èkìtì wà nílé, Masbi wà nílé, àwa náà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti dìde. Olóyè bá dẹ̀ rí pé agbára wọn fẹ́ le ju ti ọ̀tàwá lọ, á dẹ̀ máa bọ̀ ń gbà yẹn. But for now, they are capable hands at home. George Akínọlá wà nílé, àwọn tó wà ké ẹ má jẹ́ kí wòlíì kankan jáde máa sọ pé olóyè má wálé, gbogbo wọn ẹ̀yin dàásù gangan náà ń gbé mọ́ra. Sí kankan tó ń rí, àwọn tó ń ríran àmọ̀ wọn ló ń ríran. Kẹ́ni kankan ríran sí wa. We like miracles. But bàbá ìgangan ni miracle. Bàbá Akíntóyè, òun gangan ni miracle wa. Ilé ìgangan ló yẹ ká máa worship. Bàbá ìgangan ló yẹ ká máa worship because olóyè gan kò lè sọ pé òun ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá ìtọ́kàn. Ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ dọ́kdínú. Ó ní òun ò lè dalẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀. Kẹ́ni kankan wá sọ fún wa pé àwọn rí miracle kan. Miracle wo lọ́n rí? Àníwọ̀ rí miracle kò ń ṣe gbogbo wọn. Púpọ̀ ni wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún olóṣèlú. Àwa ti mọ gbogbo géèmì yẹn. Ọmọ náà ń ríran, ẹ má jáde o, ẹ bá jáde fúnra lọ máa pa yín o, gbogbo jágbàjàgbà yẹn. Àwọn ní sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ẹni Ọlọ́run, bẹ̀ sọ fún gbogbo wọn kó wà very careful. Kó wà very very careful. Àti wòlíì o, àti babaláwo, àti àfà, àdúrà ní kó máa ṣe fún wa. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ta fẹ́ gbà yìí o, kò bọ́ sí. That's all. Ṣe kí èèyàn kan máa sọ fún wa ìkan tẹ̀ wáyé yẹn máa ń jáwé gan bá ní Yorùbá ò tí ì jáde nísìnyí. Bàbá náà báyìí àwọ̀ aṣọ funfun jágbàjàgbà báyìí, ó mọ̀ mí dáadáa. Ṣèbá náà ó ti lórúkọ mi lórí iṣẹ́ ẹ̀kan rí. Ó máa ń wọ fight bá àwọn bí ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ babaláwo ni tó náà tún ṣe. Irọ́ ni gbogbo wọn ń tẹ̀ nǹkan lábẹ́lẹ̀ o. Kẹ́ni kankan fún yín kankan gbogbo àwọn wòlíì yẹn pátá náà lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn babaláwo tó lọ ń gbà fọṣẹ́ tó ń gba gbogbo ẹ̀. Máa parọ́ fún anybody lórí social media, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ fẹ́ máa gbé mọ́ra. Gbogbo àwọn babaláwo tẹ lọ́nbá náà lọ sọ fún wọn pé wòlíì yẹn ṣe kọjá lọ nísìnyí tó máa lò níjọ́ Sunday ó ti wá gbà tiẹ̀. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa sọ fún yín pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe ò dá o, ẹ fi ìṣẹ̀ṣe sílẹ̀ lọ́rùn wọn. Camouflage anybody. Àwọn wèrè àtàsínwó. Yorùbá ò tí lè lọ nísìnyí, Nàìjíríà ṣì máa dá. Nàìjíríà kọ́ Nàìjíríà ni. Ango Abdullahi ọmọ Fúlàní gan sọ pé what unity? Ẹ̀mọ̀ kó ti sàn kan mẹ́ta, bloodletting. Ṣẹ́rí kò sí nǹkan tó worst tó distrust. Kí ló ń pè ní distrust? Mo kí Adventure TV, good morning. Ẹ tí ń bá dárúkọ ẹ má fi ṣèbínú. Tá a bá sọ pé distrust, kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní distrust? Ká wà nísìn ká sọ pé ọmọ Ìgbò máa ní lọ́lẹ̀ pa, that no be Nadi. Àwọn yẹn la lè fẹ́ gbé ní country kan náà kò lè work. We would have a lot of issues with them. Ìdánpè ní distrust ni. Bí Tinubu bá ní òun máa ṣe kankan ní sàn àwọn Igbo máa ní rọ́ ló pa. And I won't trust it. Even àwọn tó jọ ń ṣe political party àwọn olè El-Rufai nísìnyí wọn àtàtìkù. I mean, how can we be fools? Ẹmọ tí Orji Uzor Kalu sọ, tẹ bá ra àwọn politician bó ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, á dàbí pé kẹ́ tètè rí kíkẹ́ fọmọ́ wọn lórí kọ́kú dànù ni. Tẹ bá gbọ́ nǹkan tí Orji Uzor Kalu sọ, màá wò bí mo lè mú átíkù yẹn jáde. Tẹ bá gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ. Nílẹ̀ Igbo nígbà tó di governor, kò rí kankan ṣe. And the moment they have become a little bit powerful, politician tó bá ti lè máa control 1 billion naira, forget it. They can do anything to tell you that Nigeria will be great. Ẹ jẹ́ sáré kí àwọn tó wà lórí Koikimedia because cross post àmàgbàgbẹ́ lómi Peter Ọládélé mo kí ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni restructure my foot mo kí Oríyọmí Ọpẹ́yẹmí mo kí Sister Ellen lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí kọ́lọ̀n fọ́run kẹ́ ìyá Kogi tẹ́ báyìí ti gbọ́ ìyá Kogi attention chantant ti lọ́ntì ẹ̀ nìyẹn ti jáde láyé according to àwọn ará Kogi lánàá tó send message sí wa òun àti Saheed Bọ́tà ti máa ríra wọn lọ́rùn báyìí àwọn ni general Dúpọ̀ Nítìrì àwọn méjèèjì àti pàdé lọ́rùn báyìí iṣẹ́ tó lókàlùkù bá ṣe ló máa jèrè ẹ̀. Mo kí ẹ Peter George bàbá mi Ọlájídé Ezekiel mo fi tọ̀tọ̀ mo fi dárúkọ yín sà mo kí yín Aṣáyè Bankole èèyàn ti gbowó ṣà mo kí ẹ báńkì gbọ̀n ará Ondo Gani Olóyèdè mo kí ẹ Peter Ọládélé. What a disgraced country. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni one day for the thieves one day for the owners. Ẹ ti sun gbogbo akọ̀ngiri ṣe tí kò yá àwọn olóṣèlú wọ́n rò pàwọn nìkan là ń bínú ṣe rá àwọn ọlọ́pàá tẹ̀ ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn ní mọ́tò lójoojúmọ́ tábà ti jáde fún rálì ẹ̀yin lọ́ọ́ máa kọ́kọ́ wá lé mú Adébísí Bòbóyè mú kí ẹ. If you think that it is about us, no. Razak Bankole mú kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ wà lórí platform lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Let's go further because ká jẹ́ kó jẹ́ 3 hours so kí n wrap it up ká lè lọ sùn bí ìtẹ̀ sùn màá lọ lie down màá máa ronú pé báwo la ṣe máa ṣe báyìí ọ̀nà báyìí la fẹ́ gbà so màá tún padà wá tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ bí ìtẹ̀ sùn màá lọ lie down kára kọ̀ fi tó. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tá jẹ́ wà lórí ètò especially ẹ̀yin tá wà ní outside àti ẹ̀yin tá wà nílé. Ìwọ tó ń wò mí tó ń yín mú sórí mú yẹn náà ló máa yín títí tá máa fi débi tá ń lọ. Wọ́n ní what unity we have all in various degrees suffer. Gbogbo àná láti suffer. Hausa ti suffer, Igbo ti suffer, Yorùbá ti suffer, Ìjọ ti suffer, Plateau ti suffer, Benue. Nothing bind us together. Kò sí kankan tó bind wa together. Nothing irọ́ ló wà ńbẹ̀. No common ancestral origin. Ọmọ tó ń pè ní ancestral origin. Ìran ọmọ aládé báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ compare pẹ̀lú Fúlàní àti Haúsá? Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ compare pẹ̀lú Igbo? Ṣé èdè ni? Àgbọ́ èdè wọn, ọ̀gbọ́ èdè mi. Kódà tó bá lọ kọ́ èdè wọn wọ́n sì máa sọ fún ẹ pé kò ń ṣọmọ ìlú ìbí kan wàá mọ̀ at some point. Culture àṣà wa ìbọn ìyá wa Adéyẹyè ìtòlúkàrúkú bá lè máa lọ ṣe sílẹ̀ kódà bó o lówó aṣọ o lówó flag o lówó anything just go and prepare yourself, that's all. Má jẹ́ kójú kan ẹ̀jú àwọn leaders wa lọ ojú kan Ìgbòho náà ojú kan bàbá Akíntóyè ṣé Ìgbòho tó ti wà níta for 3 years o rò pé kóhun kó padà wá lé ni ṣé lifestyle tó ń gbé ní Germany ló ń gbé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìnyí lifestyle tó ń gbé ní Germany ṣé irú ẹ̀ náà ló ń gbé nígbà tó wà nílé ó yàtọ̀ ṣé weather la fẹ́ sọ ni? Yes, ibẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wà, ó máa ń lọ máa ń bọ̀ ni. Nothing binds us together. No common ancestral origin, language, culture, way of life. Ìmúra wa, ìsóúnjẹ wa. Tí bá ní kọ́ lọ bá mi ṣe kọ́kọ́ rẹ́ nísìn, tí má là bá rí, á ní ìgbẹ́ ni mò ń jẹ. Bóun náà bá ń jẹ túwó kàǹkáfì, màá ní kí ló ń jẹ. Our governance. Mo ní ọmọ Yorùbá ní DSS, ó ní ká lọ gbébọn, ká lọ defend ara wa. Kí ló dé táwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ fún wa? Ọmọ Ògùn state ni mo ti mention orúkọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, kódà mo máa fi laptop mi sí sleep ni because ibi tá bá parí sí náà láti máa pick ẹ̀. Òun ni mo kọ́ sí bíbá. DSS Director General, ọmọ Yorùbá ni Adéọlá Olúwatósìn Àjàyí. He resumed office on August 28, 2024. He was appointed by Tinubu. Buhari ò ní appoint ọmọ Yorùbá láyé. Peter Obi ò ní appoint ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ Igbo ẹgbẹ́ ló máa appoint. Kò sí unity, distrust ní irọ́ ló wà níbẹ̀, irọ́ ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà. But camouflage àwọn olóṣèlú ni pé kọ́ máa gbá orí gbogbo wa, ó yá gbà síbí, kówó díẹ̀ fáwọn ilé ní bíbá ẹ̀dàrú níbẹ̀ yẹn. It's all lies. Ìtò dẹ̀ mú ọlọ́dọ̀ DSS ni pé a lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọ̀ṣun state pé àwọn tí wọ́n ní wọ́n mú ní December tí church ní kan fún wọn ní 60 days kan fi ṣe investigation, 60 days wọn ti pé I can bet you títí di another 3 months ẹni gbọ́n kankan mọ́. Ṣé country nìyẹn? Court approved 60 days detention for Boko Haram suspect. Àwọn tó set up cells tẹ́ bá rántí December ní incident yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ but January la ṣe gbọ́. Before I go, because mo fẹ́ mention ti bàbá olóyè Ìgbòho tí bàbá Akíntóyè sọ pé àwọn ti response àwọn Fúlàní tẹ́lẹ̀ ní January kó tó di pé Nàìjíríà tó lórí burúkú tó wá sọ̀rọ̀. The war by Fulani leaders against Sunday Igboho needs to stop now, Professor Adebanji Akintoye writes. This was in January 12, 2025. Let me read it quickly. Yesterday, January 5, 2025, I witnessed a video showing an important leader, Professor Garu Gololo. Ìyẹn ló kọ́kọ́ attack Igboho kó tó di pé Najatu aláṣẹ́wó òun náà tó wá ṣe the same thing. So ìgbà tí bàbá Akíntóyè wá wo fídíò mi kan lọ́wọ́ ní èwo tún ni Najatu yìí mo wá ní ìyẹn náà ṣe tún sọ̀rọ̀ ni lọ́wọ́ send eléyìí sí mi èmi tẹ̀rọ pé èmi kan ti gbàgbé mo wá send sáwọn ọmọ mi kan blog ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ wọn láti blog eléyìí bàbá ní January so mo wá repost again so kákọ̀ sáré kà briefly torí time àti lọ kálẹ̀ lọ sùn. Prophet Garuz Gololo screaming a fierce message against Chief Sunday Igboho, a prominent leader of the Yoruba self-determination struggle. Professor Gololo was like many other Fulani, like Najatu, Alashewo, and many of them like that, àti Shetan of Sokoto, pẹ̀lú àwọn ọba wa tó ń gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fún wa against Igboho. Before him, striving might and main to paint Chief Sunday Igboho as a criminal whom the federal government should arrest and detain. Professor Gololo attack on Sunday Igboho were so harsh and so lacking in truth that I have decided to make the truth available to him. Ibi tá ti ní the pen ni bàbá nìyẹn. Àwọn òkàwé tó bàbá. Táwa bá ti ń ṣe gbigidi gbàgàlà a ní di bàbá kó máa bá wa fi pen kó máa fi bá wa destroy ayé wọn. Káwa máa fi media káwa máa fi bá ayé wọn jẹ́ gbogbo àwa media. But a ní di bàbá kó máa fi pen torí pé the pen tó bàbá bá kọ̀rọ̀ síta báyìí irú ìtọ́kọ̀ fún Tinubu yẹn páká. So bàbá láti sọ fún Gololo àtàwọn Fúlàní tó kù pé olóyè ò kì í ṣe criminal. This was January ni bàbá respond padà sí. So a kí bàbá yẹn dáadáa and that's why I said let's give bàbá the final prep to complete and come out and talk to us. Yes, yes, I said it's me. And I've not said it's not me. But I follow what our leaders say. So our leaders is who we are following. Àbẹ́lòmí wà tẹ́ ń tẹ́lẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti lẹ́lòmí tẹ́ ń tẹ́lẹ̀, fine. Èmi ò lẹ́lòmí tẹ́ mi tẹ́lẹ̀. Èmi ò tí lẹ́lòmí tẹ́ mi tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Èmi ò tẹ̀lé Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì, mo tẹ̀lé Tinubu, mo rẹ̀ ní ọlọ́ọ̀dẹ ní jẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé gbogbo àwọn governors nítorí lórí burúkú ayé àtọ̀run ni gbogbo wọn látòkè délé. I have nothing to say more than that. Bàbá Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho àti YSDM àti gbogbo àwọn groups, but leader wa tó jẹ́ leader movement òun ni Baba Akintoye, and is the one that will tell us tó bá wá ní o lè dúró fún Baba Akintoye kó jáde ẹbí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kò ń ṣe mi mò ń sọ ìyẹn lẹ máa ṣe fúnra yín o. We must wait for Baba Akintoye to forge ahead. Just to quickly wrap it up, because I need 10 minutes. Ẹ má gbàgbé kẹ́ support wa. It's very, very important. Òun lẹ gbọ́ ní sẹ́, a máa sanwó fún accountant, £400 ni máa san fún accountant ni. Dó mọ̀ sanwó fún tán délé bẹ́ẹ̀ máa san díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni. The British took hold of the lower reach of River Niger and Benue and Appellate, call it Nigeria. John Boko Mokie went to South Africa. And the French likewise, the dry upper reaches of the River Niger was called Niger. Àwọn French, àwọn gba Niger. British gba ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa. The name Nigeria was used as, the name Nigeria was first used. Pé wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ lo Nigeria, kò ń ṣe inú Nigeria gbogbo ló ti lò. Can you imagine? It was first used and published in an article in the Times of London on the 8th of January 1897 by Flora Shaw, the girlfriend of Frederick Lugard, Alashewe. The name came in handy as this was towards the close of diplomatic battle between Britain and France over the claim of territory in West Africa. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n fi lọ pè ní Berlin Conference 1884. Kí ló ń pè ní Berlin Conference? Olúkálùkù jẹ́ tiẹ̀, ó yá France gba tiẹ̀, ìyẹn ni gbogbo wàhálà tó gbọ́ nísìn tí àwọn Mali àti Burkina Faso àti Niger tó ní àwọn ṣe pẹ̀lú France mọ́. But nísìn Tinubu nísìn òun náà ti gba power nísìn, òun sì sọ pé ká ṣe ìwà ní Nàìjíríà, òun fẹ́ máa ṣe 2025 àti 2027 kí wọ́n máa irọ́ náà ló wà ń bẹ̀. Thus, the incondious creation of the protectorate. Kí ló ń pè ní protectorate? Before 1914, olúkálùkù ló ní kingdom tó ń pè ní Yoruba kingdom, Hausa kingdom. Kò tẹ̀sí Hausa kingdom anyway because wọ́n ti expatriate àwọn èèyàn, wọ́n ti pa wọ́n dànù ní 1806. But nígbà tó wá ń súnmọ́ di pé àwọn north lose owó wọn, owó gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn, ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìkan ló rówó. Lugard wá send message padà sí England pé òun máa join wọn together. Àjẹrí power tó ń lò níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn. Ẹ ṣe gan-an bàbá mi lẹ́kìtì. Power tó ń lò níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn a ní 9 minutes. Kí gbogbo àlè lọ fẹ̀gbẹ́ lélẹ̀ bá tẹ̀sùn. Torí àtúnṣe náà ti fẹ́ dé ní sẹ́mi àti 5 bá lónìí sáwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Power tó ní níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó tó rírú ẹ̀nù lọ́dọ̀ wa mọ́. The power was too much. Bákọ̀ gbé telegram dẹ̀ lọ́ máa ń lò níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn because send the message by ship. Pé òun máa join ní gbogbo wọn papọ̀. Wọ́n tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ, wọ́n tẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ yẹ̀wò pé okay, àwọn tẹ́ fẹ́ join papọ̀ yìí. Ṣèbó ní ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wọ́n, elédè kan náà kan ni wọ́n. Wọ́n ló dá kó join wọn. Ibi tá fi dé Nàìjíríà nìyẹn o. Now, àwọn kan wá ní ìwẹ̀ sí ìsàtí wà Nàìjíríà yẹn. Ẹ ká máa manage lọ, ká wá unity, bò kò sí unity, ká wá culture wa yàtọ̀. Ká wá tradition ó yàtọ̀ síra wa. Tó bá ń ṣe gúngún festival nísìn, àwọn ọmọ Igbo máa nínú ẹ lè ṣòro àwọn fẹ́ lọ tajà. But tó bá yẹ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wá ní olúkálùkù máa respect ta fẹ́ ṣe. A lè lo èdè wa ní school torí àwọn tó jẹ́ elédè míì àwọn sọ fún apá àwọn ò lè bá ẹni sùnmù báwo làwọn Hausa ṣe ń pass ní north pẹ̀lú English. Gbogbo àwọn exam tó máa ń ṣe yẹn because computer based ni. Ṣé àwọn tó gbọ́ English wọ́n ti ń yí ọwọ́ padà lọ́hùn yẹn. Abájọ tí cut off mark wọ́n ṣe lò. Ẹlòmíì àgbà 248 wá ní kò lè ṣe law. Whereas ọmọ Hausa tó gba 100 cut off mark wá ní kó wá ṣe law ní Unilag. Nigeria is a fraud. Tètè mọ̀ ní. Mo kí ẹ Bishop Adesina. Ango Abdullahi wá ní we will all be better off. Dissolve. Kí ló ń pè ní dissolve? Tó bá bu sugar, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ṣú, ẹlòmíì máa ń fi sugar ti yọ̀ díẹ̀ sí, tó bá ra bù sí díẹ̀ báyìí, tó bá wọnú inú kòkò ọbẹ̀ tó fi ń ṣe kinní yẹn, ò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Tó bá ẹ̀yin yàrá tẹ́ bá ń ṣe iyọ̀ ọ̀dà púpọ̀, iyọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú oúnjẹ, torí kò dáa bọ̀ kò sí bá ṣe fi ṣe oúnjẹ tá a fi yọ̀ sí àfi tá a bá ń gbàwẹ̀ white àbí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tẹ bá ń ṣe ọbẹ̀ yẹn lọ tẹ bá fi yọ̀ sí ẹ wá wá iyọ̀ yẹn jáde ẹ ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ the only way that you lè fi extract iyọ̀ yẹn ó sì tún wà but ẹ máa láti dissolve àwọn kankan kúrò lára omi ọbẹ̀ yẹn but ẹ̀yin ò lè ṣe mọ́ because ó ti lọ in a scientific way wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lab tó bá gbé lab wọ́n máa wá ní òkè omi ọbẹ̀ yìí a fi yọ iyọ̀ tó wà lára rẹ̀ wọ́n máa yọ ọ́ torí pé tá bá sick ní anywhere in the world even in Nigeria ìgbẹ́ tá à ń yà yẹn ìgbẹ́ tá à ń yà ní toilet yẹn ó lè detect many things tó ń ṣe wá lára bọ̀ wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ lọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n máa ní kọ́ lọ yàgbẹ́ kékeré kó mú wá àbí kó lọ tọ̀ wá wá gbé sínú iṣẹ́ táwọn kan ṣe nìyẹn kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ lélẹ̀ ara iṣẹ́ tá a máa ṣe náà nìyẹn ká máa ní láàbù oríṣiríṣi tá a máa ṣe research wá wá gbé sínú magnifier wọ́n máa wò ó wọ́n máa yọ ìtọ́ fi yọ ń bẹ̀ ẹnu ké ilé ló jẹ wá lè fi detect àìsàn tó ń ṣe wá àìsàn wo ló ń ṣe wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Nàìjíríà ni kọ́ dissolve wọ́n ní ká má dissolve ó yá lẹ plaster mọ́ níbo ló máa lẹ plaster mọ́ lẹ láti Kwara jẹ́ kó dékìtì ó yá foundation tó ti wó tó ti bàjẹ́ tó ti destroy Ango Abdullahi ọmọ Fúlàní wọ́n sọ fún wa pé we our indigenous people ẹ̀yin ọba ẹ̀yin olóyè ẹ̀yin ọ̀jẹ̀yẹ ẹ̀yin ọ̀kọ̀tún èlú ọ̀yin ọkọ̀ya oríṣadé ọkọ̀ya ó dàbí bèbí wáín bèbí hook your team bèbí hook your team wọ́n ṣe lúwẹ̀ mo rí DJ Copy náà ọmọ Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá níbo ni bàbá ẹ̀ ti lówó níbo ni bàbá ẹ̀ ti rí owó àwa mọ̀ Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá ní Sùúrùlérè níbo ni bàbá ẹ̀ ti rí owó one bastard ẹ̀yin olè ẹ̀yin 419 àwọn kan lọ sí posted orí ẹni tó máa lọ sí posted I love you can I send my bank account èmi ò àwọn táwọn London ṣe máa ń fi send bank account sí DJ Copy a lè send bank account sí because ìyà ò jẹ wá ní London a lè má lówó tó lóòótọ́ wà wà comfortable àwọn ọmọ mi ò lè lọ sábẹ́ wọ́n lè admire yes mo wọ́n lè lọ sábẹ́ ẹ̀yin lẹ máa lọ sábẹ́ lẹ máa fi OP account yín sábẹ́ bless me o ẹ lọ sábẹ́ Obi Cubana Obi ṣé bó ṣe báwọn ará London ṣe no ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé ìjọ ò lẹ́yìn rí yàtọ̀ sáwà tá à ń tọrọ owó báyìí o ìjọ ò lẹ́yìn rí àwọn èèyàn kan post account wọn sórí social media yàtọ̀ sí Koiki o mọ̀ báwa iṣẹ́ táwa gbà nìyẹn ká máa tọrọ owó díjọ́ wo ni wọ́n rẹ́ ní bọ́ọ̀dì ní diaspora America tó wá ń ṣe program tó wá ní ẹ̀fà àkáǹtì síta o kó ara ọmọ America tó máa jọ àkáǹtì síta ìgbìgì ìgbàdà Nàìjíríà ìlú kan náà ìlú òfò mú kí ẹ sọ́nkì. So on that note we will all be better off dissolve so that each Yoruba, Hausa, indigenous people, Igbo, Biafra, Oduduwa àwọn kan ní àṣẹ Yorùbá ní ṣọmọ Odùduwà ní wá tẹ̀tí kúrò ní Nàìjíríà lẹ́tí sọ yẹn ẹ má ẹ̀ka fúnra wa ní edic we will work within their new countries kí ló dé tó fẹ́ new country nù kò ní pẹ́ kó tó fi develop wà láìka láìsí mọ́bi láìláṣí láhùwà kò ní pẹ́ we are all still young èmi ò tí pé 50 so tabagba country àjọgbé àṣà ọmọlúkà a máa náwó ẹ̀ a máa gbádùn ẹ̀ a tún máa bímọ sí gansef òfẹ́ yẹn ọmọ àlè Nàìjíríà tó ń pààyàn tó ń mújẹmújẹ yẹn ló fẹ́. We will work within their new countries Biafra ní country tiẹ̀ àṣì ní cordial relationship àjọ ní embassy nílò náírà òfò náírà tó ti depreciate mo kí bàbá mi wà rí ìṣìnà tó àwa tí fi máa gbéra lẹ́yìn tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń wọlé àwa ti wà lórí ètò so wá ní let us call for dissolution through referendum Tinubu nísìn tá a bá gbéra nísìn plan ẹ̀ ló lè fi ṣe ní ó lè ní ẹ má wọrí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá o máa fún ní referendum ní second term tẹ bá believe ẹ̀ Jagaban irọ́ ló wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni what ṣe mọ̀ pé ní Kútọ́nù wọ́n ṣe ná coins mo rí rẹ̀ kódà wọ́n tẹ̀ cherish coins wọn ju nọ́ọ̀tì lọ tó bá fún wọn nọ́ọ̀tì báyìí á ní mí ní change míkọ̀ màmá wọ́ndà pé kí ni coins ti ń ṣe fẹ́yìn because ó sì ní value lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn. A new baby will only be given the real name when it is born, not when the mother's womb. So tàbá dẹ̀ máa bí ọmọ tuntun, ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa ta sílẹ̀ o, ẹ̀jẹ̀ àláfíà ni o, ẹ̀jẹ̀ àlùbáríkà ni o, a máa délẹ̀ lérí o, but we must all remain firm. Allah akbar, bá tẹ̀ kírun àti gbọ́ràn, mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí, mo kí bàbá mi Ògúndáre, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àfà, ẹ̀yin babaláwo, mo kí ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bí gbogbo a ṣe ń sọ pé may, we wait patiently for Baba Akintoye. He has the final say. He is the intelligentsia. Ó dàgbà ju gbogbo wa lọ. Ó ní kò sí ìmọ̀ kankan tó fẹ́ gbé wá kankan gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìmọ̀ ló fẹ́ gbé wá. Mo láì díà àwọn kan tẹ máa ń rẹ́rìn táwọn kan máa ń ọgbọ́n ọmọ kékeré mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n náà la fi ń ṣe ọgbọ́n. Bàbá wa ní ọgbọ́n, ó ní ìmọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kó wọn àti olóyè àtàwọn tíìmù wọn tó ń gbà ṣe máa múra sílẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó design ẹ̀ ní ọ̀bà tó ṣìkù kó wá sọ fún wa pé ó ti tó àsìkò tó ilé tó lọ. That is the word of encouragement that I give us. But like I said, I have a little bit of what is happening. All that's happening is we are still good to go and everything is fine. Yoruba will exit. That's what I mean. We are good to go. Ìwọ tó ní kò ní bọ́ sí kò ń ṣe dandan jókòó sínú ilé ìyàwó ẹ̀ kó máa kó rọ́bẹ̀ jẹ́. Wọ́n send video shower sí mi látẹ̀kọ́ lánàá. Mo rán wọn ní shower ìyá wa 1,000 naira ní shower, gbogbo shower yẹn ò jù báyìí lọ. Mo ní kó ra 12. That's 12,000 naira. Shower 1,000 naira. Àdẹ̀rà lómi ní Ondo State. Kí wá láǹfààní omi yẹn? Àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ tètè kúrò ká lè feed ara wa properly, ká lè wà robust, ara wa lè dùn. Ṣé rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀kẹ́ yín ti pa kó báyìí á jáde ní kíákíá tó bá ń jẹ nutrient food, tó ń gbádùn, tó ń mu mango, tó ń mu ọsàn, tó dẹ̀ yàgbẹ́, tó ń mu omi tó da, tó ń ṣe pure water, tó mọ̀ bí tó ti ṣe tó ń rọ lẹ́yìn ilé wọn. Mo rí bí tó ti ń rọ bottle water. Ṣé tẹ̀lé àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn ọlọ́mọ yẹn káwọn yẹn pa gbogbo àtọ́ndélẹ̀ pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní fake. Àwa wí tán very dark man ló ń defend wọn pé wọ́n close gbogbo shop wọn. Tàbá gba country wa àwa máa protect ẹ̀yin. Ò ní kúkú ọ̀wọ̀ọ̀wọ̀. Mo kí àwa rúkà ya ọmọ wọn mi. And on that note, gotta go now. A padà wá before 12. Bí n tẹ̀rọ oṣù ẹ̀yẹ́ yọkọ̀ lie down sórí bed ká tó máa wo bó ṣe ń lọ. Àdúrà wa gbà ọ́. Èmi náà ní àbúrò yín, olólùfẹ́ yín, the last man standing, Ọláyọmí Kóìkì, tí gbogbo yín sí Koikimedia. Mo ní àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú, àwọn òun gbọ́ àkíngbà. Àwọn Èkìtì, àwọn náà kì í gbọ́wọ̀ kì í gbà. Oǹdó kì í gbọ́ kì í gbà. Gbogbo wa náà là ní gbọ́ ànígbà. A máa délẹ̀ lórí o. But we must remain adamant and focused. Focus mi pé má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kankan fún ẹ ní nǹkan tó máa sọ fún ẹ pé kò lè bọ́ sí irọ́ ló ń pa. Àwọn èèyàn níbi tó ń lọ àwa la máa kó wọn délẹ̀ lérí torí orí wọn ti dọ́ta pátápátá. Yoruba nation, no retreat, no surrender. Good night.